What's up, everybody? Welcome back to AI on Crypto for a Saturday evening play to earn live stream, Gala Games edition. We're actually making a little bit of history here tonight, guys. We are going to play Spider Tanks for the first time. This is an incredibly impressive MOBA style game, and it's actually not a genre of game I've played a lot. MOBA game. I think that's, let's see. It's a subgenre, multiplayer online battle arena. That's what it stands for. Multiplayer online battle arena type game. League of Legends would be a game like this if you're looking for an apt comparison, right? So Gala Games is bringing the very first type of game like this to the blockchain, right? And this is gonna be an actual play to earn game. I don't know if you're going to earn a token. I don't know if it's going to be play to earn in the sense that you gather NFTs and you collect NFTs and develop your NFTs. But you know what, guys? They just launched the open beta, which means we're gonna find out live here on this stream. We're gonna be playing Spider Tanks by Gala Games. Believe it or not, this is a really big deal because this is a big evolution in play to earn blockchain gaming. If you're new, this is AI on Crypto. On this channel, we cover cryptocurrency prices and trends, altcoin gems, all the things on the blockchain that fill our bags to the max, and we stay far away from Wreck City. We pump out daily cryptocurrency content, guys. Time-sensitive information. So subscribe to the channel, tap that bell. Welcome to the community. We are now entering the Spider Tank game. Now, this open beta is open to anybody. Anybody can play this, but you have to have a tank, all right? So this is an NFT-based game. It's a PvP brawler. You got to have a tank. So let's see. Let's try that one more time. Change that username. AI on Crypto.
With this feeling I can leave.
Check. Will
you dare to give it over and walk by my side? Do you see?
Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you for coming on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Okay. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you for coming on in. You're here with the Crypto Lifer. Thank you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. I'm so happy and lucky to be here. Woke up this morning like I do every morning. Said thank you, dear Lord, for my legs. Walked to the bathroom. Went to the bathroom. It's a beautiful Saturday here. And, you know, soccer game and all that fun. We didn't win the game, but we had fun, and we learned how to lose. Learning how to lose is part of life, right? So I think we had a great time in a way, because when I look back on my childhood, learning how to lose is probably half of the wins, because I learned so much when I lost, right? And, you know, my favorite rapper, Talib Kweli, you know, one of my favorite rappers, he says, you know, learning how to lose is the key to winning, you know? Even when I suffer losses, I count the victory. Because there was something that was learned there, and that is so true when it comes to trading. That's probably one of the most true trading ideas ever even repeated on a live stream. So shout out to everyone here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Thank you for calling yourself Crypto Lifers, and thank you for jumping on into the Crypto Lifer Show. Shout out to all my Crypto Lifers and each and every one of you out here. 59 people watching. 42 likes. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. Let's get into Bitcoin. Actually, I'm going to be super on point right now. We had a super chat for NKN right off the bat from my buddy Tokyo Sexwell. Am I wrong or am I wrong? Was it NKN? Let me make sure. Pretty sure I saw an NKN out there for the call. If I get my hands on that chat. If I could, just get my hands on that chat. Shout out to everyone here on the live. The man, I didn't even show up to work yet. My man already laying me down with the $5 super chat. So much respect to you for that. You're a classy man. People are learning what class is right now. You are a class act. Tokyo Sex Whale. Shout out to you. Happy Saturday, man. Can we get some TA on NKN, please? And thank you. Thank you. See, and he even is, this man is polite. This man was raised properly. So look at NKN. I have it in a giant cup and handy. Absolute giant cup and handle here, right? Looks bodacious. Someone wanted me to start using that more often. I said I would. It looks bodacious to me, right? And what I like here is rejection, bounce, bit of rejection. So we got resistance and resistance. Could this be the SR flip? And I like to circle it for myself. We got resistance here. We got resistance in here. We even had a little bit of resistance somewhere in there. We got a bounce there. We got a bounce there. We get a bounce the other way is very possible. If not, highly likely we come all the way down to 22. So if this 28 doesn't hold, looks like we're going down to 22 for NKN, you know? And, I mean, it's even possible you could see 17, right? Now, you go to the daily stochastics, and they're getting oversold, pushing up. Kind of doing a zigzag here, but pushing to the upside with some momentum. A little bit of indecision. 4 hour also kind of pointing to the downside too as well. Remember, NKN USD is going to follow Bitcoin. Most things are following Bitcoin. The 1 hour is getting oversold. That's the one good sign that maybe we could get a halt, and we either go sideways into the upside. So the stochastics RSI say for NKN, it's going to go sideways into the upside for the temp in the next, half a day or so. And then from then we'll see what's going on. I'll have to check on it again and see what levels it broke above support and resistance. If it doesn't break above this, it's bearish, with the rest of the market. So that all depends, In my opinion, the daily is low. And if Bitcoin decides to play ball, then this will have a target all the way up here of about 87. So that's NKN in a nutshell. But it all depends on Bitcoin. It really doesn't matter what we look at right now. It all depends on Bitcoin. There's going to be a few coins that slide through the cracks, of course, and do their thing. And there's going to be some micro caps and poo coins that just do whatever they want, 100x and 1,000x in the middle of the night. But when it comes to like NKN, USDT, it all depends on Bitcoin right now. So let's take a look at BTC and see what we see here for Bitcoin. Zooming in to the 1 hour for BTC. Shout out to everyone here coming into the cryptocurrency live channel. So the 1 hour is high for Bitcoin. And one thing is NKN, the 1 hour is low for it. So it does look a little inverse. So I may have to eat my words now. But I've even seen that get ruined by a nice dump for Bitcoin. So we took a long for Bitcoin down here at about 41,000 when it bounced off the channel with a low stochastics on the 1 hour. I said you got a long the 1 hour stochastics. And we got a nice little gain of 4.4%. It is what it is. We called it a day. But we again, accurately tracked Bitcoin at the low bottom of the pattern. All right? There was also some divergence I can show you on smaller time frames to help you out a little bit, and we'll get into that in a second. But these are my projections that I had here, too. Does Bitcoin go straight down? You know? And I always tweak my projections. So watch this. I'll clean this up in a second. You'll be like, no way. I'll be like, yes way. This is possibly looking like a Bart Simpson. Is it not? Right? Make sure I'm not inverted. Every once in a while, I've been inverting a chart like this, and then I've come to the live and forgot. Imagine that. I did the live stream for like 10 minutes upside down. I've done it. I've done it all. I've made every live stream mistake as well as trading mistake. I can't be embarrassed at this point. I've done the $25 in BTC. If anyone can guess, the date of my shirtless stream. I did a shirtless stream, completely shirtless. If someone can guess the date of the shirtless stream, $25 in BTC. Shout out to all my people on the live. Put a 1 if you think it's hilarious that I did a shirtless stream. Put a 1 in the comment section. Put a 2 if you find it a bit odd, and put a 3 if you think it's a bit it was a bit gross, and you think it's unbecoming of a man to have his shirt off during a live. A man, or you know. I tried to sign up for Patreon. Can't pay in crypto. Email cryptolifers@gmail, and we'll get you in the group. We'll give you a 10% discount if you pay in crypto for 3 months. Get in for $270. You can pay for a month for $99, but we prefer the 3 months. Email cryptolifers with an S, cryptolifers@gmail.com. We'll get you in the group in the next 20 minutes. Jump on in. You won't be disappointed. 1, 2, 3, Crypto Legacy. Hilarious. You're funny with the 3 at the end there. Beautiful cup and handy on Tron. We'll take a look at Tron. We should NFT that video. September 18th, 2019. No. It was a long time ago. It was sometime in the summer, I'm not sure. Someone would have to go through all my videos. Thank you, Daniel. We'll get you locked and loaded right now. Ready to go. Waiting for Wifer's responses. You guys are so funny. So look, we're taking a look here at BTC. Can it stay in the channel until it does not? It defied, sadly, the shoulder head and kind of an inverse head and shoulder there. Kind of dumped on the side of it. So, yeah, got to change it up once in a while. Yeah, a dingo ate my Satoshi. Yeah, he got to change it up. Got to change it up. Stay incognito, you know what I'm saying? That's how he rolls, bro. You don't even know. Don't even know. Brrr. October 23rd, 2016. July 4th, 2018. Fohei. Did I go shirtless on July 4th? I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I remember that was the last time I had any type of alcohol, and I regretted it. I was so upset. Had a couple glasses of wine, I could barely do the live. And I realized that alcohol has no place in my life at all. Even for a little bit, it's just pointless. Even 2 glasses of wine a year aren't worth it. I used to think, but a little bit. No, but why? Like, you know what? I ended up having a headache, feeling sick the next day. And my live stream wasn't up to speed. And you know what? Some people said they liked it. It actually went well, but, you know, it is what it is. Right? Shout out to everyone here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. So could Bitcoin break out of this beautiful, beautiful bull flag and break to the upside? The measured move is this. Like if this was an upside down play, I'd say that was a, possible bear flag that could break to the downside. It looks pretty bullish to me that it could break to the upside. However, obviously the 1 hour is not in our favor. Got to come down. But we could see sideways action while this comes to the downside, and that would be a bullish, what we call a bullish sign. A bullish sign, a bullish signal, a bullish signal, a bullish signal, signal. Yes. Anyway, so this is something we could see happen here with a bull flag here for Bitcoin. I don't see the point in not drinking and smoking when you could literally die at any point. My dad's mate was the healthiest person ever. It's not about health. It's just about feeling I like high. It's about my frequency being high. Yeah. When I don't drink and smoke, my frequency is at the highest point possible. I'm able to manipulate the world in my favor. Like, I'm able to literally move things in my reality right towards me. Second I start drinking and smoking, I lose the spider sense. And I can't bend time and space. I'll be dead honest. And the more people that drink and smoke, it makes it easier for me to become extremely successful because I can just kind of manipulate the world in my favor. I could become president. You know what I'm saying? I really, truly believe that. In my heart and soul, there's a chance one day I could become president. I believe it. I believe it in my heart and soul. Probably highly unlikely. The odds aren't there, but I believe it's possible. Definitely a possibility in my mind. Hey, we started the blockchain party 2 days ago on the live stream, right? And the Massachusetts Bitcoin Alliance, or the Boston. How about the Boston Bitcoin Alliance? I like the sound of that. Yeah, so I'm starting the Boston Bitcoin Alliance. All the crypto people in the state can align. And then I'm also going to start the blockchain party. A first new party entering America since the last new party, since the Libertarian Party was created. You guys heard it here first. The first party ever created. Huge buys on Coinbase, 30 and the 20 Bitcoin at a time. Are you sure they're not spoof buys, though? Nice name. Yeah, the Boston Bitcoin Alliance. I like it. The BBA, baby. Are you in the BBA? So check it out. It's forming a bit of a so all eyes are on this. We're going to watch it like we always do. You know how I'm ready with the projections. We got the shapes before every other channel. We know the shape before it happens. And we're playing it. And that's why we're pretty much ahead of the pack based on these scenarios. So 15 minutes in our favor too as well. Say we want to get a bit of a pump. So we could even pump out of here right now and the 1 hour could just change direction. Do a little bit of a flip early. So I'm leaning towards a possible early flip. We called one there. The other day. Remember calling one, not sure which one it was, but I remember we actually called the mid flip based on the strength of the 15-minute and the 7-minute and the 30-minute. President Hector Kimojo for life. LOL, Salty. Now I'm curious what the heck you've been up to. If you become president, can I be pardoned and let in? LOL. Anytime, man. Any night, yeah. The 1 hour RSI needs to cool down for sure. I was thinking it's a rising instead of a bull flag, but you are the expert here. The 1 hour RSI needs to cool down for sure. I was thinking that it's a rising wedge instead of a bull flag. How could that be a rising wedge? It goes. This is high and that goes low. A rising wedge has to go to the upside. Like this was a rising wedge right here for sure. How could this be a rising wedge if it gets high here and it comes down? You know, I don't know. You tell me, kid, huh? How are you telling me that's a rising wedge, huh? Come over here, huh? Come over here. Let me see your face. Hey, get over here, kid. Hey, kid. Hey, kid, get over here. Let me talk to you, son. Hey, hold on. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second now, over here. Hold on. Hey, come over here. Come over here, kid. What are you trying to tell me about a rising wedge over here, eh? Let me see what you're saying. Because I respect you. Because I know you respect me over here. So what are we saying here? What are we saying right there? What are we saying right here? I mean, it gets high right there. Comes to the downside, doesn't it not? A rising wedge would have to kind of just, you know what I'm saying? Kind of come out. It would have to come out nice and tight and go to the upside there. I don't know. You tell me, kiddo. You tell me over here. All right. Saturday nights, we do a little bit of more entertaining than we do. You know, we try to mix it up. We can't do the same thing every single day for the live stream. So we try to mix it up. Try to make it fun. Try to make it different. Try to make it interesting. All right. Okay, over here. Yo, Prez. Hecho Macho Camacho over here. Who wants to be the vice president over here? Step in line. Show me what you got. Show me what you got. Hey. Group tutoring session gave me the ability to see the charts at a whole new level. Plus the Patreon, and you will be in a whole new universe. Shout out to Love Learning for spotlighting the group tutoring session. That's Tuesdays from 3 to 5. Every Tuesday from 3 to 5, get a group tutoring session. Jump on in. I break down exactly how I look at the charts for the first hour. We kind of do, you know, just the basics, and we build up to how you get to where we're at. And then I even show you my expert tools, tips, and tricks, and exactly what I do to track price, give you a PowerPoint with a 9-point checklist and everything that I use to trade, so you yourself can have your own little ideas and begin to learn how to use technical analysis. Again, I am not a financial advisor. Nothing I do here is for financial advice. I will never advise you on what to do with your money. I won't look at your portfolio and play with your money. Never going to happen. You'll never be a quote-unquote client of mine, unless maybe we did video work together, you know? Then you could be a client of mine. Or maybe at drone work, we could be, you know, you could be a drone client, but never a financial client, unless I get a license and it changes or something happens in the future. But right now, I am not a financial advisor. I'm not an investment advisor by any means, shape, or form, and I'm not here to do any of that. So let's make that very clear right off the bat to anybody who's paying attention. All right, let's take a look at this here on the 1 hour. The Bitcoin on the 1 hour. Breaking to the upside, right? Is what the pattern says. My logic says it's going to dump. My logic, if I went on my logic, I'd tell you Bitcoin's dumping to the downside and making a Bart Simpson. Well, we don't know. All eyes are on Bitcoin for the day, and we'll see what happens. We will see what happens, right? I got it in this big cup and handle on the daily time frame. On the big time frame, it's still holding a beautiful cup and handle here. So, right? Are we bearish? We are getting a bearish cross right now at the present moment. The daily RSI, stochastics RSI, is bearish. The blue line is below the red line. So far, we have a bearish cross with a bit of a bearish candle as well forming here. Okay. 2 red candles, 3 red candles in a row here. Can this candle change course and get us to pump to the upside? Can we bump? And look, this is the resistance here. We're right here on resistance. Can we bump off resistance here at exactly 42,500? If 42,500 doesn't hold, highly likely we get to 40K, right? 40K, 800 there. If that doesn't hold, all the way to about 37,500, which I've been saying, or 38,000, 37,500 range. So we're watching Bitcoin closely in this region, all right? Technically in a giant cup and handle that could break to the upside. So still forming this big cup and handle. It's still valid until it is not. And it is hitting previous support and resistance, right? So because of that, still somewhat bearish of Bitcoin on the daily time frame, right? On the daily. I'd like to see this curve back to the upside though, right? I'd like to see that curve back to the upside. Falling volume, falling price. Could we get a reversal? Bit of a shoulder, head, and a shoulder. Kind of a very ugly, discombobulated, inverted head and shoulder. I've seen it all in this game. Anything is very possible. The weekly now really coming to the downside, showing signs of no signs of strength. That's a worrisome sign right there with the weekly. The last time the weekly, I waited for it to cross. I longed. We got really, really high, and we cross here, right? Now, the weekly got very high here and stayed high, and we pumped up. So when we got this high, I said, hey, well, that was when we kept moving. So I'm not going to say that's the end just because we're curving, even though it could have been. We did curve to the downside. Either we get a curve back up here, or the weekly resets all the way back down. If that happens, we're going to have a longer retracement even through October, okay? Even through October. So the weekly right now, not really in our favor. Showing 4 weeks of downtrend. Seriously kind of needing a higher high on a local time frame for us to change story here. So we look at these smaller times and like, if we don't break above 45,000 in the next few days, very bearish sign, right? If we don't break above this line, if we begin to break down yet again, very bearish sign, very bearish sign. So we go to the 4 hour, right? The 4 hour did bounce and it's kind of in melee, but everything's kind of in between. A lot of in between feelings going on here. So sometimes a spark can come out of a small time frame. We watch this 15-minute. Can the 15-minute break out and get us to get above these local highs? Can it get us above 42,960 and into 43K? First step before anything, we need to break above 43K. Until then, I'm still bearish too as well, you know, and I don't want to be bearish on Bitcoin. I have to be. I just have to go with the TA. Whatever the TA tells me, it is what it is. Other good sign a little bit is swing up to swing up, swing down to swing down. That was some hidden bullish divergence. That tells me that the trend should continue to the upside. And so far it has. The trend has continued to the upside. So this was the hidden bullish I was looking at here. Swing up to swing up. And then swing down to swing down on the RSI. I'll bust that up a little bit so you can really see the juxtaposition of those two things. And that would propel us to the upside. So Bitcoin's really got to hold 42,000 too for me to remain bullish. And then at the end of the day, it's got to get above 43,000 for me to even begin to take it seriously. Like, Bitcoin's got to show me something. Like, it's got to put in some work. It hasn't been doing the work. It's been doing nothing, right? And I'm telling you, that's not good for USDT pairs. They're all going to watch Bitcoin. This is an easy chop, easy to trade. This is hard trading. Last few days have been hard trading. Few and far between. You got to watch out, look out. The traditional TA still works. Let's take a look at the call from yesterday. The biggest call, and why too during this chop that I like to I swing trade for mine and get what I can, because you never know. Okay, so if you had been in the Patreon, right, yesterday in one of the hardest markets to trade, on one of the hardest days to trade, right, we were looking at COTI. And I scanned about 100 coins. I said COTI was the only one with the 1 hour low Stokes. Most of the market has high Stokes in the 1 hour, so we should see pullbacks to support or sideways action for most coins, right? So I basically went through the whole market and said, you know, based on my analysis, this is the hottest thing I could find, you know? I then even said, you know, and that was the 1 hour chart that I posted here, and it looked beautiful. Low stochastics, MACD turning, right? And a beautiful bit of a bull pennant here, right? You had support and resistance lines, and said you could get 71% possible out of the move. You know, anything is possible, but it just looks bullish. And then I threw another chart out there, and I said, you know, the 15-minute also looks bullish. Whenever I'm trying to trade the 1 hour, which is in chop, the choppier it gets, the smaller the time frame. So once I see chop and Bitcoin's going up and down, I start trading smaller time frames. That's a skill that someone can teach you. Someone can teach you technical analysis. Do you know how to change your trading style depending on the cycle? Do you know how to pull back and stop trading a certain way? Do you know when to sell your longs when it just doesn't look like it's happening? Do you know when to take a chill and to hold back? Like, these are all things that come with learning how to trade in time. You know what I'm saying? And even with technical analysis involved. I just wanted to shout out to the 72 lifers that like the stream so far. Thanks for doing your part to help the others like you find the stream. Yeah, thank you for saying that. When people hit the like button, other people find the stream, helps other people learn and get into cryptocurrency the proper way, right? What would Jesus do? Now we know. Amen, brothers and sisters, behave. Jesus. Jesus in the house, respect. Shout out to Nick Howden. Yeah, we got Jesus Matters up in the spot. Bitcoin needs to hit 53K to be considered bullish again. Sure, we can scalp the rip, but it needs to get to the previous local high. Agreed. 100% agreed. And we could even shrink it down to like 30, to the local highs. 43K for all even. Like, if it can't get to 45K, then it can't get to 53. But yeah, all agreed on. To me, that's almost a mid macro high. Like, it's not the macro high. It's not the micro high. It's like the mini high. You had mini USB, then you have micro USB, right? So it's the mini high, which we got to get through is the 53,000, of course. And then the big high is 64K, 65, the real high is 64,000, almost 65. Right? September 18, 2019, shirtless. Really? No. Oh, no. That was when I just flashed myself for a half a second. I'm talking about when I actually did the stream shirtless the entire time. Tell your kiddo it's all good. You can ignore us momentarily to love on your child. Anytime, man. Thank you. Thank you. I love on my baby girl. We have a winner. So I looked at Cody. Cody looked nice to me. All right, let's take a look at what happened with Cody. So also, if you're in the group, best thing you could do. And I scanned 100 coins. Cody was the only one with the 1 hour low stokes. Most of the market had high stokes in the 1 hour. So we should see pullbacks to support or sideways action for most coins. Do you have a plan? Do you have a list of the coins you've been watching? Do you have a DCA plan on a nice NFT gaming project? These are good questions to ask yourself so you don't miss the moves ahead. Do you know what Byzantine fault tolerance is? Do you know why it's important? Do you know why Atom's important? Do you know these things? These will make you money if you can understand what the blockchain does. If you know the terminology, if you know the nomenclature of blockchain, you will be in a higher place than everybody else. Most people just want to come in and out of this game and make some money. Become a professor of the game. Master this game. And then become a beginner every morning. Master it every night and then become a beginner every morning. And go through the cycle every single day until you just consistently wake up as a beginner again and again until the day you pass away. Beginner's mind at all times. I love each and every one of you for being here. So we looked at Cody, right? So how am I able to pull a win right out of the back of my, even during an up and down period, right? How can somebody do that? Well, it's based on sticking to the charts and knowing what you know and not letting the market get in your head. So Cody looked nice to me, right? And someone said some big buys came in for Bitcoin right now. Said about 20 to 30 BTCs. And we'll see. So if Bitcoin can stay in this and hold its position, I mean, that's a bull pennant to me. And we'll see what will happen. All eyes on that 15-minute as it's starting to push up. That could propel us out of the pattern. Because the pattern's about 70% made. And a lot of times, that's when I see the 15-minute to begin to get us out of the pattern completely. So anything is possible, of course, right? And it could be a Bart Simpson in no time, which it highly likely will be a Bart Simpson. Highly likely. It will be highly likely will be a Bart Simpson. Shout out to the 125 people watching, 82 likes. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? Shout out to Gina. Shout out to XRP User. Shout out to Crypto Cam. Good evening, Lifer fam. Love you, Sam. Thanks for the teachings and the inspiration. Shout out to Fred Storer. Love you too, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, brother. Shout out to Allenboy242. How was the soccer game? The football game. The football game was amazing. The football was amazing. We lost the game, but we played very well, and I'm very proud of all my lifers. Great kids. Great group of kids. I love those kids with all my heart. Great group of kids. Tell your kiddo it's all good. Yeah. And shout out to Justin Calva one more time. A little more screen time for my man Justin. There you go, buddy. You're my buddy, old pal, buddy. My brother from a past life, probably. My man Dustin, man. Appreciate you, brother. I hope everything's well with you and your family. And just want to let you know, man, that all will be well. I know it in my heart and soul. We're going to make it through this somehow, some way, each and every one of us that loves. If you love the human race, put your hand up. Put your hand up. Give me a high five to the screen. Put your hand up. Give me a high five. If you love the human race. If you don't care about being on a side, if you want to just be American, if you're from America and you love being American, and if you love the human race and you love yourself, put a peace sign up in there. Put a peace sign up in there. I don't care if you're black, white, Spanish, Chinese, Indonesian, Madagascar, or we got trying to say, we have Inuit, which are like the natives from all the way north, the people of the north, right? They made igloos. We got a guy from Quebec with the Inuit blood. We have people from all around the world in the crypto lifer. We discriminate not. If you want to be part of the blockchain party, if you want to keep it moving, you are welcome. If you've always felt like everyone else is kind of yelling from the outside, come to a place where everyone is talking in calm, high frequency, progressive voices. Here to help you. Here to use technology to our advantage. Here to become the best we can every single day. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Look at all those high fives up in the spot. Shout out to everyone here. IDEX just had a huge candle. Let's go down. We love you, bro. I love you all too. Thank you so much for being here. 131 people on the likes. 89 people. Can we get the likes up to 100 likes? Come on. I know 10 of you can get it going. I know 10 of you can get a ripping. I don't want to look at my face anymore. I'm sick of looking at my face. But I know 10 of you can get a ripping. I know 9 of you can get a ripping. And again, while we're talking about that, look at all these awesome, helpful links that help the channel. One of my favorite links, 3 commas number 1, will really help you trade. Automate your trading with 3 commas. I'm telling you right now, 3 commas will blow your mind. Really, really help you. Automate your trading with 3 commas. See all of your portfolio in one place. Look at everything. See the change. Look, DATX is up 48% today. IOTX up 32%. Nulls up 22%. Credits up. LTO, which I talk about here and there. Bucks continuing up 13%. CELO up 12.89%. Fear is up 11.2%. Electronium, an oldie but a goodie. Ravencoin, COTI, and a few others. Measurable data token. We're going to take a look at MDT as well. Beam. I went over Beam. I'll show you the play for Beam. Fetch AI. Got some news coming out there. Kono, KMD, Komodo, Travala, Aeon. Secret Network is still holding on. I'm in a secret network trade as well. I'm going to show you some tricks I got up my sleeve for what's going on for BTC. I'm in some Bitcoin trades, BTC trades, so to speak. And if you don't know how to trade BTC pairs, who here knows how to put a 2 in the comment section if you don't know how to trade a BTC pair and you would like it explained. Put a 2 if you've never traded a BTC pair and you would like to understand what a BTC pair is and what it means to trade a BTC pair. On the football note, Neymar got a bag of crow. Hopefully, Messi will soon. 100 likes incoming. You are all amazing. Can't wait to meet all of you sometime in the future. Shout out to XRP Muser up in the spot. Appreciate you so much for all your love and respect for the human race, man. You're a beautiful person. I love you, brother. Toll Booth Willie, can you please go over Luna? Thank you. 2, so a lot of people want to know what's going on. Brian Jones wants to know, Dustin Kava could always use more education. Get those likes up, y'all. Can we go over Luna? Thank you. Welcome to Worcester. I draw that 25 place. Remember when he was like, he was like, he used to do this one skit when he was like, I'm going to play you a tape, and you're going to tell me if people are having sex or working out. And it's like, this guy's like, and he's like, oh, they're having sex. And he's like, wrong again. They were doing military pressures. Military pressures. Oh, the quacking balls. Yo, man, what the hell happened to me? Funniest album I've ever seen, man. Adam Sandler. What the hell happened to me? It was the funniest album. I remember when my friend got it in school, and I was like, what is that? It was like a hot album right there. What the Hell Happened to Me by Adam Sandler. I was like 12 or 13. I was in high school, first year of high school. Someone brought this album to school and showed it to me. I was like, oh, it was like hot. It was like bad. Like only the bad kids had this thing. It had all the swears, all the bad stuff. Like, it was hilarious, though. It's probably one of the funniest albums you'll ever listen to in your life. Back in the day, man, this thing had it all, man. What the hell happened to me, man? This is... man, I was a fan since an early age of Adam Sandler, man. My mom never really was. My wife really isn't. I don't know. They don't like the slapstick kind of like basic humor. But to me, I think he's hilarious. I think he's funny. I think he just, Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison, man. It's freaking, Okay, so all eyes on this 15-minute. And if the 15-minute can dig us out, maybe not. If not, we'll turn bearish and dump into a Bart Simpson. Bart Simpson is highly likely in my mind. As a human, my logic wants to tell me Bart Simpson, but we all know that I don't talk about my logic and we don't go on logic. on human emotion logic, my own brain. I never say, oh, I think this is what's going to happen with Bitcoin. Remember, I don't use the word I think here. I tell everyone not to use it. I highly discourage it. We must be the same age, bro. I remember the same. Crypto Kevin. Yeah. Jackknife. Waterboy. Welcome to Worcester. I draw a 25, please. Welcome to Worcester. I draw a 25, please. Tallbooth Willie here. All right, let's take a look at Luna for my man. Then we're going to take a look at Bitcoin dominance total 2. A little bit of look at the markets. Stepping right into the markets. So, Luna would get to a high of 41.21 and would retrace all the way back to about 36. That would be the low, and then get all the way to 34.41. All right. It's still trucking along. Shout out to CryptoCam. Love and support makes the world go round. Appreciate you, Lifer, and the Lifer community. We are and will continue to be blessed. Shout out to CryptoCam up in the spot. Appreciate you. With the Labradorite, may we move. May we move in speed and light. May we move in speed and light. With the essence in everybody's... See that flare of essence right there. Just a flare of that. Oh, there it is. There's how you see the essence there. And you think that's just light reflecting, but no, that's the actual essence of Labradorite. It shines like gold. This one shines like gold. It actually it changes the whole movement. Like, oh, that's how you see it. Look at that. Look at that. See how it looks like it's alive? That's trippy. That's trippy. Labradorite, guys. Get yourself some Labradorite. Abundance. Love and support makes the world go round. I love this. Crypto Cam. Love and support with the 888 because he knows about the power of the 8s. See, my man. See, everyone's talking in frequencies in my group. Everyone is talking in frequencies. Entry points for VeChain. Karen, if you ask one more time, someone will probably put you on timeout. I won't even have to do it anymore. And there you go. It was done already. I'm like an entry on Tron. Let's take a look at Tron. If you have any kind asking a peek at ICX, enter to 159. I've been in ICX for a long time. One of my favorite holdings. So yeah, I'll take a look at it. If you can believe it, I started my first bag of it at 380 to 86 in 2018. Then I threw a DCA in at 30 cents to butter it up, but we'll see what happens and how we get in and out of it, Do the math is challenging at times, but I know it's important to start accumulating Bitcoin and ETH. Yeah. So we're going to get over the Bitcoin pairs in a second. All right, we're going to finish this Luna idea. So look at Luna. Rejection here, okay, by the high at 44. Yeah. Range bound all the way back to 24, right? Found its tighter regions here. Some would say shoulder, head, and shoulder. Giant inverted head and shoulder that's kind of trying to break out, bouncing off of a neckline here, getting some support line. It was also in this bull pennant, or, falling wedge that it broke back into. Even if it just comes back in here for a second. I've known and backtested this for years. Once it breaks back into the pattern is valid. It broke out of the pattern, came down and retested, in my opinion, basically top trend line with a little bit more of a wick because Bitcoin got scary. Broke back up and did a retest. Held trend line and broke out hard. People liked it and they FOMO'd in. Now what? Falling wedge. 68% chance of a break to the upside, right? So that's what we're seeing here, okay? Oversold on the 15-minute, right? 1 hour needs to come to the downside. It's right where Bitcoin is. It's following Bitcoin, right? Chance it could have a little less downside than Bitcoin, but I don't know. USDT pairs suffer when Bitcoin suffers. It just is what it is. Can Bitcoin hold tight, and can this pump out of a flag? Some say it's a flag. I say normally I'm bullish when a bullish pattern here, a falling wedge breaks out and then forms another bit of a flag. Usually a flag outside of a falling wedge is bullish, okay? That's why you then look at your support and resistance lines. And then I want to see the daily. The daily is really going to be my tell-all. And I want to see what's up. The daily has momentum. It's not done yet. Slight curving there, but it has momentum. So, okay, we could still see some moves here for the daily. Take a look at the 4 hour. The 4 hour just kind of came down, and it's on its way to getting oversold. Could be some more downside. Then I go to a smaller time frame and I pull like a small, like more like what's called a mini fib. I call this a mini fib, and I look at these bigger moves here. And we did bounce very close to the 618, but something tells me that we could come down even further, like this. Maybe that is the breakout. And then we would touch the exact golden pocket right there for Luna. Back at about 35. I would love if Luna came down a little bit more too. In my opinion, I would be happy for that, right? And then you'd see a bit of a giant cup and handle for Luna too as well. Look at this. Which I play all the time on this channel as a big move to the upside. So we could see a retracement for Luna and then a bigger move to the upside. Remember, it's a big cap. Once people kind of start taking a piece, it slows itself down for a little bit. Takes a while to pump back up to the upside. So all eyes on Luna. We'll be watching it. That's my idea. Again, none of this is financial advice. Just playing with the charts, drawing some fun shapes, and having a blast. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here on the live stream. XTC is another outlier, doing well. Cardano, keep an eye with the summit ongoing. Yeah. We'll take a look at Cardano too as well. Thank you so much for being here. Okay. Let's take a look at VeChain. I was going over VeChain for myself today. I actually own a big bag of VeChain. So the guy that was annoying the VeChain asked, I'm going to go over VeChain, no worries. My voice always gets a little hoarse because I yell during the soccer game. And when I yell during the soccer game, I lose my voice. I'm like, come on, run up, sidelines. I lost my voice yelling today. I can't believe I haven't lost my voice since now. I use it so much. Tutoring and using it. I always just pray to God that my voice, every once in a while, my wife says, you don't lose your voice. Like, how is that possible? You've gone a year straight. I watch another YouTuber. He's like losing his voice a lot. The guy, Trader Reality. Remember, he every once in a while he's like, oh guys, I'm losing my voice today. Can't really go. Happy days. I love him though. I think he's the man. What's cracking, peeps? I'm a little late to the show. Shout out to Zero Allegiance. How you doing, Sam? Shout out to ZA Barrow. Appreciate you, my friend. Thank you for coming on in. Get more water. Stop yelling during the game. Crypto Wifer. Oh man, she got to embarrass me like that? You get off of YouTube right now. Don't you dare ever comment again. I'm going to come upstairs and show you who's the man of this house. That's right. You heard me. Why don't you come down to this live stream and show me who's boss? I bet you won't. I bet you're too scared. I bet you don't got it. Could you get me some water? You woke up the kids. She's about to shut you down. The kids are sleeping. Stop. Oh my gosh. She gonna tackle you out your chair, bro. That's funny, man. You're in trouble, man, right? Damn, Sam is turning as red as the crypto board behind him. Man, that's funny, man. All right, so VeChain. D-Hub looks very interesting. Great idea. The money's coming. We'll take a look at D-Hub. Thank you for saying that, D-Hub, my man. So possible double bottom for VeChain. Got to a low of what? Thank you so much for the water. What'd you say? Keep it down? In my house? I'm the man of this house. I am the man of this house. I am publicly stating my claim. As long as I'm happy believing that. You are the keeper and the woman. Babe, you know without you I have nothing. And you made behind every man is an even greater woman. Remember that. And look, she's so classy. She still brought me my water because she was like, my husband needs that water. His voice is like a bear's voice. He's like Jadakiss. He's so raspy. You sound levels the best ever. Thanks. Shout out to Jerry Lobbin. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for being here, man. I love you. I can whisper into your guys. Look, if I bring this up, and I get real whispery, right? What if my voice was just like, and I was like, okay, guys, we're gonna go over VJ now, okay? It's like I'm in your ear. Isn't it kind of creepy? It's like I'm right in your ear now. You could be like, Sam, are you next to me? And I'm like, yeah, I'm right. I'm next to you in bed. Oh man, I love you, man. Yo. Went from man of the house to cringe of the house. That's funny, man. That's funny. It's creepy, LOL. I need an adult. Tickle me Elmo. Okay, so VChain. Let's take a look at VChain. All right. 08 is so wrong, man. Love you, buddy. You guys are hilarious, man. You guys and gals, ladies and gents, each and every one of you, thank you for being here. Appreciate each and every one of you for being a part of the live stream. Without the live stream, without the audience, I can't be the class clown, right? Without the class, there is no class clown. Remember that. Remember that. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. 142 people watching. Wow, if we can pump it up to if we can get to 200 likes on a Saturday night, if we can get it ripping and roasting, okay. Whisper to Bitcoin, it's going down. It probably is. So VChain could be double bottoming. All eyes on Bitcoin. I'm telling you right now. I'll go over a bunch of coins, but in my mind, VChain, yes, daily, oversold, ready to go, inside a huge cup and handle. It's still got some bearish tones pointing to the downside on the daily. Like it's in its middle. When the stochastics are in the middle, it's kind of like, right? It could choose either way it wants to go. So all eyes on VChain, right? That was an older idea, and we'll see what happens, right? Even someone could say shoulder, head, and shoulder that really hasn't hit the target yet, which is even further down here. It's kind of crazy. Does VChain go even further down? I got to VChain at 2 cents and never looked back. Kind of did wish I got out up here because it's just been such a long ride. But we'll see. We will see. We will see. Put a 2 if you're pissed you're still in VChain. Put a 3 if you're in VChain long term and you're just so happy to have VChain. And it's the best thing ever. But if you're like me, put a 2 and be like, it would have been nice to sell it at like 24. Then you could have put it in an NFT gaming coin and moved on from now and turned that into 200K and called it a day and retired. Could have put $2,000 in VChain down at 2 cents. When it went up here, sold it for 14K. Then put the 14K on one of these NFT gaming coins like a month ago. Turned it to 140K. Called it a day. Turned 2K into 140K. Walked away from the market. Like, yay. You know? You know what I'm saying? Not financial advice. It's just a story. Like, that's a hypothetical story. Little Johnny did this. Mankind is the key. Claim your status as the man. And know thyself, for thy legal friction is known as human, a.k.a. hue of man, not a man. Yes, you're not a human, you are a man. Mankind is the key. Claim your status as a man. Know thyself from thy legal fiction known as the human, a.k.a. hue of man, not a man. That's a nice 02, Sam. I'm in at 09 and happy. Shout out to Brian Shrimp. Well, I'm in at 02 and pissed like a bird. No, I'm just joking. I'm still happy. One day, Sam. One day. We'll get there, right, Stacky? We'll get there, right, Stacky? Been in VChain since May 2020. Let's go. Turn 2K into 140K, then walk away from the market like yay. Boz. Yeah, so let's love mankind, not the human race. Or that is the slave we stay. Yeah, so don't say the human race. The human race is the hue of man. Interesting. It's mankind. You should love mankind. Human race is a human race is a, watch. Evil words. The origins of the word human, true secret times, right? The word hue and man, in the reality, the word human. Human is evil in its fullest and created by the entities. See that? Human, kind of mankind. What is the truth? Human deciphered is the hue Oh my gosh, man. You just put us on. You just put us all on. Isn't that interesting? The human meeting. See this? The melanated society. Interesting. Meaning color or complexion. Look at the human race in the word hue. The root of the word hue means color. Man means spirit, thinker. Spirit thinking. People will say everything is the same under the skin. They lie because biochemically there is different under the skin. All right, I don't want to get into this craziness. I don't know what they're going to say. I don't want to. Who knows what I'm reading? Everything is a spell in modern English. Let's raise our energy, and it might raise Bitcoin. There you go. It's on Google. Must be true. No, that's not on Google, but you have common sense. Like the word spell, like a spell, and then you spell a word. I mean, there's a lot of things in there. To realize is to see the real lies. Television tells lies to your vision. The Bible is basic instructions before leaving Earth. Like, there's a lot of things in there to just kind of show you the deal, right? Which is why God said he made mankind. God made mankind in 7 days. He didn't make the human race. See that? Two different things. Disease is dis-ease, exactly. Disease is dis-ease. History is his story. It's all there for us. Like, everything is right there in front of our eyes. Like, it's crazy. Like, it's all, the words are right there. His history is his story. Is one of the easiest. Like, it's like, wow. Right? I made history and changed his story. Like, getting down tonight. I like it. Justin Keller. Interesting lifer. Yeah, I mean, there's so many turns and twists. Look, good morning. Why do you use the word morning? When you mourn someone, they're dead. Right? So why do you say good morning? Even though I know they changed the spelling, it's not the same, but it's still good morning. Why do you say hello? It's got the word hell in it. When you say hi to somebody, why don't you say heaveno? Why do you say hello? Why is it not like... I don't like using the word hello. I like using the word hi because it's like hell. Why are you saying hello to somebody? It's got the word hell in it with one letter different. It's just a strange way to greet somebody, no? And why, when you go to the bank, do you get a mortgage? It starts with the same lettering as a mortuary because it's financial death. And why do you get a bond at the bank? Why does the government have a bond? It's like bondage. Slaves were in bondage. Why does a bond? Why are the same languages being used to financially imprison us? And it's all there. Like, it's written there for you to follow the crumbs. And you'll be able to piece them together on your own if you want. Yeah. We are the brothers, all of us, man. That's why every president and prime minister will say, we look after all men, not the hue of man. LOL, it's right there. Hi to the world. Exactly, Sam. And Dingo. Thanks, brother. Salam alaikum. May peace be with you. Screw his story. That's true. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. There you go. Pandemic is them surrounding panic. Isn't that funny? Is them surrounding panic. That's funny, yeah. Taking notes, Chad Smith. Why nighttime crypto so crazy? China. It is. Lifer great-granddaddy is in a new guy. It's possible. I think I'm one of the Pleiadians, though. I'm a Pleiadian. I came here to save the human race. The definition of the word mortgage means till death. Yeah, mort, age. It has the word age in it. And you age until your mortuary age. Mortuary age says right there. Japan is 98% atheist. So what? Instead of saying have a nice flight to friends or family that are leaving by a plane, I say, I hope your pilot has a nice flight. That's funny. Words have power. True story. It's true. It's very true. It's very, very true. Yeah, exactly. And people don't realize that. And they use wordage that they don't know is dangerous. You know. The word try. Worst word in the English language. Oh yeah, I'm gonna try to do a YouTube channel. Guys, tomorrow I'm gonna try to be on YouTube tomorrow. I'm gonna try to be on at 8. Right? That's like, will he be there? Maybe not. Or I will be back at 8 o'clock tomorrow, p.m. I'll see you there. That's, you know, so if you use the word try, you won't get anything done. You'll actually write a death sentence for your life by your language. Your language will push you to a place where you won't get anything done in life. No, it's true. People have no idea how much their language and their mentality is creating their world and their reality. because your subconscious is being molded by everything you're doing and by the frequencies that you're using. And your frequency is your true potential. That's what no one realizes. It's not really the words you're using or the actions you're taking. Everything is surrounded by a frequency. If you're tuned to the right frequency, then you're going to use the right words and use the right actions. So you got to tune yourself to the right frequency. It's the same as in trading. If you're tuned to the right frequency, you'll be able to see the charts properly. You won't be fooled by the emotional ups and downs of the news, and you won't be brainwashed. If you go out into nature and you meditate at least once or twice a day, and you spend at least 20 minutes, you find a local park if you're in a city at least. You go somewhere where you have trees and animals near you, and you block out some of the city noise. Because I did live in New York City, and I know how hard it is, so I don't want to, push anyone that doesn't live in a rural area, because it's easy for me to sit in the woods. But it may not be that easy for you. But you find that place, and you sit there, and the more you develop your own inside intuition, your own inside chi, the stronger you will become, and the easier it will become not to listen to anyone else but your own voice. And I close my eyes because I'm hearing my own self. I'm channeling through this message because I feel like it's so important to say. And people say, this is a trading channel. Why are you preaching like a damn guru? Who are you, Osho? Do you think you're freaking Gandhi? And I'd say, you know what? Don't judge me because I want to talk a little bit about something off topic on a Saturday night. Because I'm like everybody else here, going through all the changes and the weirdness that everyone's feeling. And, sometimes I do have to talk to let it out. So don't judge me and let me be a man of mankind. Number two, I say, I think trading and mentality go hand in hand, and everything about trading comes with your mentality and your discipline and your behavior. If you're all over the place with, hyperactive disorder, ADHD, or impulsive, you're probably going to be buying and selling and panicking and doing all sorts of craziness, right? If you don't have yourself grounded with chi, if you don't have your own chi, which is your own, like a feeling so good that you want to be in it, not around. It's a vibration so strong. All right, this is what chi is, because everyone wants to know what their chi is. What is chi? It's a vibration so strong inside of you that you're so comfortable being in yourself that it's like being truly alone. Truly alone. I worked a night shift for 6 years. It was probably the best thing ever for me because I learned how to truly be alone. Like, for 6 years straight, I spent every night alone almost. Friday night, Thursday night, Monday night, Tuesday night. I got into work at 7, and I'd be alone until 3 in the morning, just doing my thing. And I'd ride the train home alone, and I'd be in New York City, and I'd look at, the trash truck coming, because the trash would get taken around late at night, 3 in the morning a lot. I'd look at them towing the cars. I'd watch the repo guys. I'd see the bums in the street. I'd walk from 19th Street and 6th Avenue all the way over to Penn Station. Sometimes I would drive over the Williamsburg Bridge through Brooklyn on the BQE. And so I worked a night shift for a long time, for 6 years of my life. And, I saw the other side of life. I saw the poor people in the street, because late at night, that's when you see the grittiness. 2, 3 in the morning, that's when you see the drunken bums and the crackheads and and I was always out there with them. I felt like, I would be going into work at 6:37 a lot of times, and all the 9-to-5ers would be leaving the city. And I was always going against the grain. I'd go out for Monday night and go to a local bar. And this is back when I was, in my 20s, and I did drink, even though, not a lot. But I'd have a beer or two, and I'd watch, the Steelers on a Thursday night or a Monday night game. I'd take an hour or two off of work. Yeah, just, I was at work alone, so I'd set some things up, and I'd come out, and sit down, have, take my lunch break, so to speak. That was my lunch break, hour and a half. I'd watch half a game. You can do whatever you want on a night shift, but I lived alone for so long. And then I got married with my wife, and I still worked, I worked a night shift kind of through that. As I got married while I was on the night shift, and I still worked the night shift for 2 years. So she married me into my night shift. And eventually then I got off the night shift. But your mentality has everything to do with trading. And there was a long time where I really was a horrible trader because of I wasn't grounded. I had no chi. I didn't have a vibration so strong that I wanted to be in it in my own heart of hearts. I was always looking everywhere else and chasing and racing, and I couldn't be zoned. And I would get there sometimes but lose it. Get there sometimes and lose it. I don't watch the Steelers. I'm saying I'm not a Steelers fan. I just mentioned one of the nights the Steelers happened to be on. It was a Thursday night game. I'm not a Steelers fan. It was a detail of the story. I could have said the Ravens, and I think the Steelers were playing the Ravens that night. Anyway, I just remember one of the nights. It was a Steelers Thursday night football game. That's all. I have that photographic kind of memory of that essence of that night. But anyway, 420 hertz is the best frequency to meditate to. I thought I was 528. I've been on this 528 hertz. I've been heard that they basically ingested the 741 hertz onto us, and it's hot and it's horrible. I'm a Patriots fan. I was born and raised in Boston, so maybe that hurts you even worse. Boulevard of the Broken Dreams started playing in my head. Yeah, so anyway, so just kind of taking you guys through a story of life. You know, it's kind of fun to hear someone else's life story, right? And like a deep story. Walking through those city streets late at night, and I can still remember it all the time, man, because I spent 5 years on the outskirts of society with the night shifters, on the night shift, you know, and I actually like it too, because it's almost like I have a badge of honor. I know what it's like to be out there on that night shift, you know, on that other side of life. Everybody else was, you know, Starbucking, going out to lunch, you know, surrounded by the city life and out in the daytime, and that's when I was rapping or having fun, or I was at the beach a lot during the summer and doing whatever I want, you know. So V-Chain, anyway, back to brass tacks, right? He's also known as a friend of sinners. Religion does not represent Jesus for the most part. Jesus is pretty awesome. Now, that's like Black Friday for us. Jesus hung out with the thugs and the hustlers. That's why Peter upstrapped and let one of the law enforcement, when they came to take Jesus, hit him in the ear. Yeah, he was all like, bah. Nah, they were hardcore. No, Jesus hung out with a rough pack of gangsters, man. Jesus was a thug, man. No, nah, you know, I don't mean to say that. You know what I'm saying. But no, Jesus reached out to the downtrodden. He hung out with the poor and the low, you know. You ever listen to binary beats? Yes. You can basically process vibrations in your ear you can't hear. For example, you can have a 50 and a 37 hertz wave played in unison. Your ear processes the dissonance, and the man was gangster. And Jesus put it back on. LOL. That's real. Peter sliced his ear off, and Jesus put it back on. Peter was all like, flop. I slice your ear right off, kid. Don't touch my mans. And Jesus was like, no. Put his ear right back on, and then they still took him. You know what I'm saying? And they still took him. I like getting messages to binaural beats. It's amazing. Vibration of the planet. Binaural beats. These are binaural beats, right? These are binaural beats. We could play binaural beats, guys. Confidence, happiness, motivation, binaural beats, isochronic tones. On a Saturday night with the Crypto Lifer. Welcome to TA with the Crypto Lifer. Sit back and relax as we go over Bitcoin and take you through a deep meditative feeling as we follow the land of Satoshi. Dream, believe, breathe in the prana around you. Realize that your life is a beautiful, precious moment in time. And right now, you are everything you have at this one moment, at this one dissection of seconds and milliseconds and moments of time. And as you cruise through this universe with me and you think about Fibonacci sequences and Satoshis and what coin you want and what coin you don't want and where you're going and where you're not, the money you've made and the money you've dreamed of having and where you want to be and where you've been, know this, that every time you dream, that every time you reach out further in your mind, you're pushing, you're exercising your imagination, your behavioral belief that you can change your reality through your mind. Everything you see around you in time. If you go to a city, every building you saw was a man who once had an idea. He then came up with the thought, and maybe he was the architect or he hired one, who then drew the building, who bought the land, who hired the construction workers, who built stone by stone and land by land and level by level till that building was created. Every building around you was a thought. Everything around you was a thought. Every car, every wheel, everything, every fire hydrant, every single store. This world around you was a thought of another man till you walked through his thoughts, and now you are in other people's thoughts. Your reality has now been transformed. You are in another realm. You are in another world. You are with the crypto lifer. Okay? Now, Bitcoin's in a falling wedge with a 68% chance of a break to the downside, which we went over so many times. And if we just keep it real and we keep it even, Steven, this says that we are going to make it back to $37,000. Also, let's hit to Twitter. And know that Bitcoin, yes, will still go to 100K. Okay? What goes up must go down. I want to say now it will go down, no FUD. Just looking at the big picture, especially with the economic crash peaking. Japan trader is no problem. I'm one of the 3% Japanese Christians. Sorry, my man. He's mad. What China about to do to them? LOL. When the Fed acknowledges hyperinflation and raises interest rates and the housing market takes a dump, I assume crypto will drop hard and then pump to the moon. Sam in 5x speed now. Japan, it's going to the right. Anyway, so planB, they were pretty spot on with their closing prices. So I'd like to see, see August closing price, 47K, like clockwork, okay? So planB had a bunch of predictions, all right? Let's see here. I hope they pinned it, but, wow, today, September 5th, the Netherlands implemented medical apartheid. Vaccine passports banning 4 million people from society. This while England, Sweden, Norway, Denmark have removed all COVID restrictions. No corona passport. Remember, people below, red dot did that to you. planB. I don't know what that is. Is that planB or is that something different? I don't want to be spewing like political stuff on this channel that I don't know about. But it seems like they're getting pretty So Bitcoin December closing price will be stock to full model says 100K. Timo Latham says 30K. Next couple of months will be interesting. My money is on the stock to flow, of course. Interesting. What do you guys think? 30K, right? Interesting. Follow me at CryptoLifer33. I greatly appreciate it. And 2,210 subs. Look at this. I thought this was funny. Don't you dare ban Codecoin again, or you're not watching the Smurfs this week. I thought that was funny. No one really retweeted it. 7 likes. I never do stuff like this. Glad to see you back to the chilling on a Saturday night. Appreciate you. Shout out to the Dingo 8 Masatoshis for the $19.99 super chat. Every Saturday night, always bringing it with the $20 super chat. You're the man, dude. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. Where can we get the fake whack? Don't say that, man. Don't do that. No, not here. Don't do that. You don't understand. I don't even want to get into any of that. Don't think about it as politics. Think of doing what's right. Theta's under $5 right now. I'm holding back a slight FOMO. 30K by Xmas New Year's will be the beginning of the bull run. The money's coming. Happy birthday, man. Dingo Kink. You guys are hilarious. Dingo King. Oh, Dingo King. Yeah, Kink was a little like, wow. I was like, wow, that's getting a little kinky. I don't know what's up with that. Yikes. Call the gank. Crypto is playing How Low Can It Go? Call the gank. Yeah, that's probably where Peter denied that he knew Jesus at all. Bro, we out here taking ears. You giving them back. I ain't going low. Well, this guy. I think Crypto Savvy is spot on, but you were something else. LOL. Keep it going, bro. The greatest. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming on into the live stream. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. And thank you for calling yourself Crypto Lifers and jumping on into the live. So we're following Bitcoin, and, you know, we've been tracking it this 15-minute spot on here. And, you know, 15-minute is still oversold, which usually it doesn't stay that oversold. Like, by now, it usually starts making a bit of a move. Telling me there's some more sideways action coming here. And so far, we're respecting some trend lines here. And Bitcoin is in a bull pennant until it's not, right? Like, the price is in a bull pennant until it's not, until it breaks up or down out of that pennant. And you know what? 68% of the time, it breaks up. So, I long 15-minute Stokes when patterns are 70% done with a stop loss at the previous low. Again, none of this is financial advice. And I'm not a financial advisor or an investment advisor. Don't take any of this as financial advice. All right? Your name implies you believe I should have the free choice to give a... What is the right to allow to use by Hoy? All right, not here, guys. Please, not here. Yeah. Don't think about his politics. Think about us doing what's right. Removed. Okay. All right. Just followed on Twitter and retweeted. Stay real. Thank you, Xander C. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate all that. Congrats, Jinha. The money's coming. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. It's all love, man. No one has to say sorry. It's all love. It's all love. IC Club, Lifer. Yeah. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Okay, so that would be my 15-minute idea for BTC. But my logic tells me we're dumping. You know, technical analysis says we'll break up to the upside, at least on the 15-minute. And the 1 hour actually is getting oversold, and we've gone sideways as we broke to the downside, which we've done this many times. 9 out of 10 times, you can't break us up. But I've seen even one up here, and just even the second hill of the double bottom, and then we've dumped huge on that. Remember, it's a momentumous indicator. When you cross this line, the momentum could get even worse. So, yes, it is the end of the run in general over time, but there can be a momentumous move. Like right here, look. This is what I'm talking about. It's a perfect example of what I'm saying. Stochastic started here. And you could have said, okay, we're bullish because we went sideways, which we were. Like, this is a pretty good fake out. And we could be in the same scenario right now. And I could show you 10 different ones in 10 different ways. And I've played them all, so I know the probability of what's cooking for me on the other side of the lane, you know. Not only do I know the TA, but I know how the story goes. I've actually, you know how many bull pennants I bought into in my life? Probably 10,000. Who knows? Thousands and thousands of thousands and thousands and thousands, you know. So Bitcoin dominance pumps when a lot of the altcoins begin to dump as well. You know what I'm saying? That's going to happen. So, like, there's more to trading cryptocurrency. Like, first you learn the technical analysis, all right? And that you could do that in stock market, Forex. You could do that anywhere you want, right? So first, and then you learn a style. Are you Elliott Wave, Fibonacci? I'm a stochastic. I mean, I use support and resistance, Fibonacci, moving averages, MACD and stochastics, but I mainly use stochastics and pattern, and I project the patterns before and watch them fill out. And you guys know what I do. First, you become a lifer. Yeah, first you pull your pants. I'm still stupid there. Watch the whales shake the market and then pump it to 100K. Sell, then buy again. Snappers lose stamina. Strong tuna will win. Yeah. Don't be a snapper. Be a strong tuna, says my man. I like my RSI sarcastic. There you go. Your sarcastic RSI, right? Shout out to Tenacious Tim with the dibby dabbing. Appreciate you, my brother. Thank you for everything. Love you, man. Hope you're doing well. Okay, so all odds in the idea that Bitcoin is going to dump in a bot Simpson. I get to use my bot Simpson. You want me to use the highlighter? I never use the highlighter. Does it make a bot Simpson to the downside? Or do we hold, retest, and pump to the upside? Time will tell, and we'll find out in the next 2-3 hours. And I'll let the Patreons know exactly on the moment it happens because I'll have an alert set at the time. And I'll know exactly what to do. And then, I don't know exactly what Bitcoin's going to do, but I know exactly what to do when Bitcoin does it. And that's the key. That's the key to becoming a more experienced trader. Nobody knows what's going to happen. I never like to say I know what's going to happen, right? There are some times when it's very likely something's going to happen, and it does. And it's based on the probability of what I've seen before over years of trading, okay? For instance, I didn't have to actually get to finish my story. We got a little off topic here. Personal opinion at the end of the bull cycle. Bitcoin in October, November, December for alts. I have no idea. I watch the pi cycle, and when the pi cycle gets another bit of a top, that's when I'm going to be out on the market. And we can get into that at another time. You go to the BLX here. Go to the BLX. All right, I'll school you for a second. If you want elevated learning, you could take a tutoring session with me, and I'll take you to the next level. If you really want to get there, I can take you to the next level. I can show you how to make charts that will blow your mind, and how to look at Bitcoin in its life cycle, and how to recreate basically indicators, and how to look at standard deviations of time and space. And like Benjamin Cohen, I personally, like, I love everyone that's out here for crypto, but I think Benjamin Cohen's kind of like, I don't know, man. I'm like, all right, I guess so. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm not a huge fan. I don't know. I'm just not. I think he's someone that might, like, miss out on big moves. Like he's, like, too worried about what could be or could, like, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But when I've watched enough of him, and then I just stopped. I stopped completely. Here's Bitcoin in its life cycle. All right, ever since it was a penny down in 2010, and then the halving the first halving in this 2 years, but then every 4 years, Bitcoin has a halving, and then gets starting to pump up to the upside. A good time to get out of Bitcoin is on these pi cycle tops, and right here we had a pi cycle top when the blue line on the red line curve, and we went over this together actually, and I actually made a video when I would get out of Bitcoin. And the pi cycle top occurred right around there. And that was the top. I mean, it called the top, right? Same day when the Coinbase IPO came out, or the next day maybe. And we already had this. And, we also there was a bunch of other indications that I've talked about over and over again. It was a rising wedge that breaks down 60% of the time. Bitcoin came back to the golden pocket, the 0.618. That's why I think it's highly likely Bitcoin pumps to the upside. I got some other ideas for Bitcoin and some other things to show you. Also, look at this. I had a feeling we would pull back. Why? I talked about it and went over it even in tutoring sessions, and I just talked about it a lot. This blue line, if we look at it in Bitcoin's life cycle, even in the logarithmic view, we hit the blue line, we got rejected. We hit the blue line or got close, we get rejected. We pump above it, we bounce. So you can see this blue line is either a bounce or rejection point for Bitcoin, and it's a significant area. We come over here and we kind of play with it, and we get rejected by it. Even when we get a false top there. So you can see, again, we have a little bit of an issue with it. We come up here, we bounce, we fall through it, all good. We get here again, and we get rejected by the blue line, and we drop. We get all the way up to about 20K, have our 20K run here. We get rejected by the blue line, and that's when the bear market really ensues. Here we get rejected by the blue line on that 14K pump. Just doesn't give us our love, and we come down. Here we get rejected by the blue line and dump, and look what happened. We came up to where the blue line when we hit our high here at about 53K recently and our new up high. And so I thought it was highly likely that we get rejected based on the idea that we're hitting the blue line. And look what happened. We hit the blue line. These are key insights that most people would never know how to even create. Most people don't know how to make this chart. They don't even know how to use a logarithmic view. If you need tutoring, if you want to elevate your life, if you want to get to the next level, there's so much more going on than what I just do on a regular basis. And if you want to get into that next level, definitely get into the $200 an hour tutoring, and I will really bend time and space with you, and you'll get a tutoring session I think that you can't recreate with any other technical analyst in the world. So yeah, have a blast, man. Educate yourself and jump into the beginners in the regular course Tuesdays in 3 to 5. Where we go over, the beginnings and the basics and complex theories and ideas at the end, where I show you how to project into the future by using projection theory with the stochastics. And that's basically, that's my trading style in a bit of a nutshell. All right. So group tutoring session is hands down a perfect way to put the pieces together to learn the TA and language of the patterns. 2 hours that are out of this world. Matic and others have been dropping the whole live. Too busy lighting up the chat. GOAT talking out here. Icy Club. Shout out to all the lifers up in the spot. Shout out to all my Labradorites. Shout out to Alexander Gustav. Appreciate you, man. Way out of my price range. Damn. Definitely see value, though. Good for you, man. Shout out to Savagely Gaming. When you say it's out of your price range, it means you don't want to. Means you're not worth investing in yourself. That's what it means. I'm not even being rude, and that sounds horribly pompous and rude. And I agree. Someone said that to me. I might actually get annoyed and pissed. But I'm challenging you to raise your frequency, and to elevate yourself, and to educate yourself to the highest level. Invest in yourself. I invest in myself, and like when I start making good money and life's going well, I go and I spend $200 on a massage, right? I go and I go to a spa or something, and I spend $45 for entry to like a jacuzzi or whatever it is, and then I get a $100 massage, and I spend $100 and $200 on myself. Even if I was only making $600, if I didn't make that much money, once a month I'd invest on myself, man. And not just a massage either, but there were times in my life because you know why? A massage lowers tension. Tension lowers stress, and less stress makes you have a better life. So even if you think money will make it better, do things that make you feel better, and then you'll have a better life, And so I'm all about investing in myself in a way. I can second Sam's tutoring. It's on point. Shout out to Crypto Legacy. No, it means I'm broke. If I had the money, I would understand. Yeah, but why? And then I asked the question though, how are you broke? I'll be honest, I moved here. I used to make really good money. I worked for David Letterman, all right? I'm going to tell you something, guys, that is almost embarrassing for me, but I'm not embarrassed to say it, so I'm going to say it, all right? So I used to work for David Letterman. I left New York City, and I had to move to Boston, right, my hometown. And I'm here chilling, and I don't have any work. Nobody knows me. It's the pandemic. You can't do anything. You can't even, everything's through, everything's through everything is through a okay. All right, so yeah, he threw me off. I was banning him real quick. So I was essential but quick to replace. Savagely Gaming. I was essential but quick to be replaced. Yeah, so listen, so what I did is, you know what I did? I started door dashing, and you couldn't believe it. You're looking at a guy that was making triple figures at one point in my life, and things were going well, and I'm door dashing for cash, and it was tough. One thing no one can take away from you is your education. Yeah. I had a Rasta friend, and he would say, you're not broke. You just don't have money. Don't say you're broke. You're broken. Yeah, broke, that's another thing. Broke is one letter short of with broken, with an N. So broke implies broken, which broken means it implies that if you don't have money, then you're not whole, and money doesn't make anybody whole. I just recently watched a documentary about a guy that travels with 2 sheep, and the sheep, he milks them every day, and he uses the sheep to drink sheep milk and sheep butter. And some days he doesn't have much to eat, but he drinks the sheep milk, and they give him enough. And as long as he gets them to graze, so he looks for places to graze, and so he finds old, gas stations or wherever. He goes wherever there's some grass, and they let him graze, and he grazes. And he has this little cart, and he found a way to stay warm in the winter in this little cart. I don't even know how he did it, but he did. And he has a little sink, and it's like, he wasn't an idiot. He wasn't a fool. He was literally trying to live off the land. He was trying to be like, how do I live in a way where I don't have to bother with anything or anyone? And possessions don't make me rich. My riches is life. Bob Marley. Yeah, you want to make sense of those squiggly lines and understand the terminology. Take the session. Job, just over broke. I see that too. His chart. Free range grazing. Yeah, free range grazing. That's what it was. Free range grazing. I seen that too. His car. Oh yeah, you seen it. Yeah, free range grazing. Yeah, you watched it with me. I hope at least someone here seen me call out QRDO because it's still going. Yeah, you actually did. Let's take a look at that. I seen it actually. You were asking earlier today, QRDO, and I was like, what is he saying about QRDO? Look how high it's been before. It's been up to $20, so it can 20x back to its previous high. Pretty interesting, right? So look, I had some eyes on it. Looks like I had made a little bit of a channel here. I was working on something. I half channeled it, and then it broke out. And yes, you could do this. This is possible. And this is why it takes a really open mind. Most people wouldn't have made a pen here at all. They wouldn't have really known what to draw. But I know when something leaves and comes back into a pattern, and I can break the rules because I know the rules, and then you can find the measured move, and then from there you begin to grow, and it all is one big kind of movement together, right? If it breaks this high, I mean, that's breaking that kind of local high, and then it has to get to the kind of, to me, this is the local all-time high. And then really the wick high, right? It could do a retrace down to support. We'll see. The 1 hour is looking pretty good, and the 15-minute needs to come down, though. So 15-minute comes down. Could actually make a retest of this beautiful bullpen in here, which is interesting. Look at this. This is why you guys come for the TA. Because you just know you can't get it like this anywhere else. Who else is going to be able to build the story so cleanly, so calmly, so special, so beautiful? Show you the support and resistance lines right where they lie, as they lie. Clean up the chart, right? Pull a Fibonacci retracement. Who remembers each step of the fundamentals inside of the technicals? Could we retrace back to the 618? It's possible. Very possible. You know, is the 0.382 bounce good enough? It is. That could be okay. Does the 15-minute need to reset? It does. Could that make what's called a retest? It could. All the way back down here to a bounce. Right? Probably not your thing, but check out Gaussian channel indicator on Bitcoin Daily. We bounced off the bottom, but then got rejected by the middle line. Thanks, man. Yeah, I don't really know it, and I'll waste time trying to look at it. I'll look at it another time, though. But thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. So put QRDO on your radar because it's a small coin, low cap. Let's see what it does. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Thank you for the super chat, $4.99. Probably not your thing, but check out the Gaussian channel indicator Bitcoin. We bounced off the bottom, but then got rejected by the middle line. No worries. The name is gold. Alts are going red. Write it down. Carrie Sanders. Write what down? QRDO? QRDO? QRDO. Radical new infrastructure, blockchain interoperability, lightning fast settlement, and secure decentralized custody. Create an account, speak to a specialist, powered by decentralized custody, decentralized MPC, cross-chain settlement, cross-plane, cross-platform liquidity, interoperable and open source. The network is the vault. How QRDO solves a billion-dollar problem. Read. QRDO Network. See, what I don't like again, and I've said many times, built with passion, designed and developed by veteran cryptographers, crypto security leaders, blockchain technologists, high-performance app makers, and capital market entrepreneurs. And that's all arbitrary. Like veteran, someone could do it for 5 years, 4 years, 3 years. How long? What is a veteran person? What is veteran in the status? That's pretty objective. You know what I'm saying? All those words they're all kind of buzzwords. You know? Thoughts on the Miami coin and how to invest. None of my business. I'll never tell you how to invest. I'm not an investment advisor. QuantStamp up in the game. I like when I see QuantStamp up in there. Spartan, pretty good. Kinetic, not too bad. You know, Signum Capital. All right. Again, I don't know what they do, and I've been on the page for too long, and that annoys me and gets on my nerves. Right here should be the mission statement. If you guys ever start a coin or a business, right here's the mission statement. Tell me what you do. Let me know what you're going on. Don't make me hit the about button to find out what's going on. Build the digital asset economy of the future. QRDO protocol, open source, open network. I still don't know what they do. I still don't know what they do. From early days of RSA to the first wave of zero-knowledge proof and globally distributed applications, our driving mission has been in applying cryptography to solve the industry's biggest problems. We believe in the power of digital assets to revolutionize markets, opening prosperity for all. By applying for our expertise in research-led, I still don't know what they do. I'm still very annoyed. I'm not excited by this project. I'm not amazed by it. I still don't know exactly what they do. Yep. We don't know. I mean, we have an idea, because it's crypto and I could kind of take a gander, but like NFT gaming, decentralized web, decentralized interface for the decentralized web, Web 3.0 interface, privacy. So, we don't know. We don't know. So to me, I'm already not a fan because I don't like how they're doing business. I don't like how they're setting up their site, and I don't like how they're communicating what they are, what they do, right? So just putting that out there, right? We do stuff, yeah. All you're saying is MLM scheme. I haven't done due, but I'm looking into Omi. Omi's pretty hot, but it's got a huge market cap. I just think there's something way better that's gonna bust my wallet way better than that. Yeah, buzzword dictionary on all these websites. Game changer. All new. Best around. Innovative. Yeah. Could you look at CELO? Seems to have a mind of its own lately. Nat Dad. We'll take a look at that, Nat Dad. Another great vid is Carts of Darkness. To see how homeless people have more heart than the masses. Live life on the fast lane. Director is on a wheelchair. Amazing, touching finish. Okay. Carts of Darkness. That's pretty interesting. Ajax, handsome robotics move on the Cardano blockchain. Why is nobody talking about this? I got it at 12. It's going to 40 minimum. Since it's going to 40 minimum, this bull run. I mean, 12 to 40, so you're going to get a 5x maybe? It's kind of lame. I mean, I 5x in my sleep. So I'm not trying to hate Snoopaloop. I think that's awesome. Oh, appreciate you, Snoopaloop. Haven't seen you in a while. Thank you for coming on in, Snoopaloop. I appreciate you. I don't mean to be brash with my comments. The idea about AGIX, I mean, let's take a look at it, though. I think you're right. I think you're spot on with the 5X and 6X. I'll be honest, I don't get that happy about a 5 and a 6. I should. And I thank God for every X I get. Thank dear Lord for 5ing, 6Xing any X. I mean, it's yes, dear Lord. Yeah, AGI. I mean, we love AGI. Singularity.net. We've been talking about this since day one. But it's been a struggling coin, honestly, and it really hasn't performed in the way that we thought it would. Yeah, I mean, 35 cents now. You got it at 12 cents. $40? He said AGIX. This is it. Yeah, this is AGIX, Singularity.net. We've gone over this coin many times. We like the coin, right? AGIX, Cardano, AI. Singularity.net lets anyone create, share, and monetize. See this site? I just want to point out this from the last site we went to. QRDO. Look at this. Radical new infrastructure. Blockchain interoperability, lightning fast settlement, and secure decentralized custody. Okay, so it's lightning fast settlement and secure decentralized custody, but still, like, how, what, which way? I mean, all right, somewhat, but Singularity.net lets anyone create, share, and monetize AI services at scale. The world's first decentralized AI network has arrived. I mean, that's like lets anyone create, store, and share, monetize AI services at scale. Now, I'm okay. What can I do with you? All right, this says okay. Blockchain interoperability, lightning fast settlement. Okay, what can I settle? How fast compared to Matic, Phantom? How many TPSs are we talking about? What's your transaction speed here? Decentralized custody. Like, custody of what? How many assets? How many chains? Are you cross-chain? Are you agnostic? What's going on? Answer the questions. Let me know what you're doing right off the bat. I need to know. Fill in the blanks. Let's keep it moving. All right. I would help supervise these guys. Help them move on, man, I should become a supervisor for a lot of these projects and help them clean up their act. I love KuCoin too. After using so many of the sometimes still need, but KuCoin is still my first go-to. Coinbase always in the mix, though, to bring up the USDT bank account and USDT from bank account. Do you even 5X, bro? 1 billion total supply, all in circulation. Island Boy 242. Yeah, I mean, right now I'm sitting on I got a Cardano at 8 cents, right? So let's take a look at that. So right now, right? I got into Cake at 60 cents, right? Just right. In the last few months, I got into Cake at 60 cents, right? I did sell a lot of it at 18 and some of it at 30, but we take a look. So I got it at 60 cents. Even if you look at it right here at 17.88, right? And you divide that by 60 cents. I mean, it's a 29x, bro. Like, I'm sitting on a horrible red day, on the nastiest red day possible. Sit on a 29x still. At one point, I was at, when it went to as high at 44, divided by 60 cents. I mean, I was sitting pretty at a 73x. Okay? So there you go. I hit Safe Moon I got into Safe Moon when it came out at 9, $300. And $300 eventually, I eventually sold the 300 for, I'll tell you, somewhere around $9,000. Right? At one point, it was worth a lot more. So there's a 30x right there, right? So yeah. And then I got into Cardano at 8 cents. And where's Cardano today, right? I haven't sold it yet. I'm still sitting on it, but where's Cardano right now? Cardano's sitting at 220, right? I got into Cardano at $2.22, 222. Divide that by 0.08. So I'm sitting on a 27x there. I then got into Phantom at 318 and 25, right? We'll take a look at where Phantom is today. Okay. We're at 116. Struggling a little bit here. So 1116. Divide that by the point, let's say 0.22. That's a 5x, you know. The list goes on. I mean, I could keep going. I got into Atom at $4.80, right? Was my lowest buy. And I threw some in at 5. So my average is probably like 490. And we're sitting at 37. So, right, 37 divided by 490 that would have been a 7x. Anyway, so yeah. You said, do I 4 at 5x? Yes, I do, many times. I'll be getting to Phasmo in an hour and a half. I'm going to be getting into Phasmo in an hour and a half. Seller, I made like 20K in a week. Yeah, Seller was amazing. See? Seller rocked out. So check it out. Let's look at this. If you want to join the Patreon, if you're on the fence, let's look at how we played Seller and where my call was for Seller, the ideas for Seller, right? Here on 914, you know, Seller looks like it wants more. I said, we're playing Seller BTC, and we started getting in early. This thing started to rip and rip and rip. Eventually, we gave it a bigger target, right? I mean, Seller looked like it was going to go all the way to 18 or 19, right? Or that was CELO, but anyway, so we took Seller up on a fat ride. We took CELO. We even took CEL, right? The BTC pair. What I wanted to show mainly today was the last night's trade, because it's been iffy trading, and if you can still pull out a win in an iffy trading situation, then it means things are changing for how you look at trades, you know. So we looked at COTI. I first said I scanned 100 coins, and I saw that COTI was it was the one that looked the best of all in the whole market. So I gave it to the lifers at about 7:28 p.m. I even said the 15-minute looks good. When the 15-minute and the 1 hour are both low, that's a really good entry for me. That's a sign that I should be entering into the trade, in my opinion. Again, not financial advice. That's what I personally do. That's my strategy. That's what I'm doing. So, locked in. So I like to show the trade, right? So there's the trade, right? Then we can kind of bounce on over to the actual idea here. And that's why during chop I take my profits, because in heavy chop, and remember what I said, there was going to be pain for the next few days. So look, we nailed it for 35%, and then it gave it all back, like every bit of it. Look at this. You'd only be up 7 now. And that's why I take mines, you know, specifically when I'm at certain places in the market. Like, so the 15-minute was low. So you can see this is the trade, and there's our outcome, right? So here's the trade. Low stochastics, everything going well inside the pennant. And there's the breakout. It broke out immediately after the trade was given, right there. The trade was right there. Nailed it. Boom. And then you get out when the stochastics get high on the 1 hour. You let the 1 hour chill out. When they got high up here, you exit the trade. It's a very simple strategy. I do this over and over again for a living. Spot trade, I don't even use it. I don't even have to leverage trade this. I can produce enough gains over and over again out of this insane idea over and over again. And I just wait for the price to get away from the what? The 21-day. Look, whenever the price gets away from this white line, we snap back to it. We snap back to it. We snap back, snap back, snap back, snap back, snap back. So I know once we get away from the white line that we're going to have to touch it again before we move up. And then COTI redid its thing, you know, and then to me, that's COTI making this now. It's channeling, right? And now we know COTI may be ready to channel back up to the upside because the 1 hour. So then I can, now I can pattern trade COTI, even against Bitcoin. Maybe the BTC pair COTI may be better against, but, and it could dump too. Remember that, like Bitcoin's very sketchy right now. If I had made a good trade, probably leave it alone for a week or two, but you know, we'll see. I mean, it's high risk because I'd have to use this wick as support. Really nothing else there for the 3-to-1 risk-reward ratio there. But COTI continue to play up off the top of the channel for sure. So we could see a COTI play like this. All right. And I pattern trade a lot, especially in the chop. Once the market starts not giving me a lot, I just switch to the 15-minute, the 7-minute, the 1 hour. And I just trade whatever the market gives me on the 1 hour and I get out. Because even if there's a dump, even in the bearish of times, no market has ever gone straight down forever. It just doesn't do that. Even in a bear market, look, let's go to the last bear market on BTC, right? And put things in perspective for us. But there's an idea for COTI. Can COTI break back up to the upside there? Is the 15-minute low it is and the 1 hour's low? And now it's starting to look like kind of the trade we made yesterday, right? Can you get some more love out of COTI? Right? And isn't that funny? Had you played it, sold the top, and then bought back in on the low again. You take a look at the 4 hour. Where's the 4 hour? Yeah, that's getting oversold as well. How's the daily bigger time frame? Bigger time frame is overbought and says nay, 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 nay. And you'd be fighting a bigger uptrend there. So if you do the 1 hour, know it's a scalp. It's a quick scalp, and you may not even get there. Like, you may not get there. You're fighting the 1 hour. You'd have to hope the 1 hour flips on you. So when I trade a smaller time frame, I just trade the smaller time frame. And what does that mean? It means I wait for so I get in the stochastics when it's low, and when it starts to come up in here and turn and cross, I don't fight it. I get out of the trade. I'd like to get near the top of the pattern. I'd like to sell somewhere in here. Anywhere in the zone. I would love to. That would be the ideal trade for me. COTI on 500 USD in 2 years. What's good, Island Boy? Maybe they will mention the news on COTI tomorrow. 13 to 14 hours. Yo, what's up? People were expecting news on COTI at the summit. I'm waiting to see Bitcoin hold or bust 40K. You can read the Elliott Wave textbook. I'm waiting to see Bitcoin. B-Wave FOMO coming in on that COTI. Yeah, I want to get back into T-Fuel on a good dip and theta. I honestly think Elliott Wave traders are trash, man. I know I might have just offended some people. Some people might want to leave my channel. I really, B-Wave, like, when I hear the whole B-Wave, C-Wave, I'm just like, I laugh. I just laugh. I really do. I think it's funny. I'm like, oh, that's funny. Little kid trying to play with some waves. Little kid playing around with some TA, thinking he's good at it. I'm like, oh, look at that little Elliott Wave trader playing in the sandbox. Just playing around. Why you just point at the top of overexpanding? Why you just point to the top of the overexpand? I'm good, man. What is going on with the market? Everything is dumping. We said everything was going to dump for the next 2 days. If you watch my channel, it's like nobody listens to me, right? I even said if I think something's going to happen, I think it's going to Bart Simpson his way out of here, you know? And honestly, it could still wick back into the pattern. I've seen this. This could be a liquidity grab. And a lot of times it is, especially if you're getting low in the stochastics. You know, it's them just trying to wick everybody out, trying to get... It's a slow day. There's not much going on. So these guys got to get what they can. You have to remember that. And the stock market's getting slim pickings. Less and less people are... More and more people are going to get wrecked. More new people are going to lose their money that took their money out of the savings account. More people in the stock market than ever, and it's not good because they don't know what they're doing, and they're not taking classes and courses, and they don't know what's going on. It's good for people like you and me that are educated because you can take their money easily, but it's not good for the overall sentiment in the in the American populace, right? So to me, yeah, I mean, for sure, that's a breakdown. I mean, that broke down. And that's why you draw bullish pennants, because when they break down, then you know it's not happening. You get stopped out of that trade and move on, right? 15 minutes still holding, though. It's extremely oversold. Like, to me, that's a bounce, right? So now you could even open it up like this. Just say this is it. I mean, that's legit. It's not the best, but it's legit. Break back up. I mean, I would long right now. When everyone else is bugging out, that's when I love to long. Specifically when the 15-minute is extended. I love longing against the grain. Like, it gets so easy to do what everyone else doesn't want to do. And then you just get you just keep getting blessed. And like, my heart doesn't even race anymore. I don't even get freaked out about it. It is what it is. It's like, are we there yet? Like, boom, you know. We're so oversold now on every time frame, basically. Like, come on now. Except for the 1 minute. Okay, so the 1 minute can get down a little more. That's actually a little bearish, right, to say that. Also, though, but do you have bearish? Then you look for the bullish divergence, even on the smaller time frame. And you do have swing down to swing down here, and then you have swing up to swing up. That's quite interesting as well, and that's called bullish divergence, my friends. Bullish divergence, okay? And a break to the upside. It's funny how I don't get super chats when the market gets red. What's up with that? That doesn't make any sense. Just because the market's red, people get shifty with the money? It's so funny, man. LPT getting some action. Smoosh. Yeah, like the second the market got bearish, I saw a direct fall in my super chat revenue. It's funny. Just like, same amount of people on the live, just no one making that cake, so everyone's more like, eh. But people don't realize is that the money's made right now on the low now. Now you got to start researching the projects that make sense. And that's the other issue too, is leverage traders, they spend all that time leverage trading. But if you spent that time researching, then you would be ready for a bear market and you'd know what to buy. Once you spend all your time leverage trading, you get wrecked, and then you don't even, number one, you have no money and you don't know what to buy. Two awesome things happen at the same time, you know? So, if you can get a mulligan on the Gaussian super chart and get a TA on the Coke UST, if I can get a mulligan on the Gaussian super chat and get TA on Coke, no judgment on the name Coke play, just TA. Yeah, we looked at KOK. I looked at KOK recently. Hey, man, I super chatted you. Nate Dad, thank you. I appreciate you, man. Algo, please, bro. You probably did. Thank you. Can you look at CELO? Let's take a look at CELO. I appreciate you, Nat Dad. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, man. Okay, so let's take a look at CELO on this interesting night. Okay, so I had CELO breaking out. It was an inverted head and shoulder, right? And then I kind of looked for a retest, which it did pretty close to it. Not perfectly perfect, but it did pretty close. So we're thinking getting to CELO 526. It's up at 637, and it's bouncing off previous support and resistance. And it's getting oversold on the 1 hour. Tells me this thing's getting busy too and getting ready for a move. So I like CELO. I see, it's got some legs here. We definitely see a bit of a market manipulative. This is market manipulation to that tonight on a Saturday night, lower volume. They're just trying to plug us, you know. Strange market structure. Like, it's very strange market structure. I could almost say that it's a broadening rising wedge, right? A broadening, one of these, which could make sense. And to me, it's still on its way. All is well. Take a look at the 4 hours. The 4 hours still healthy. Yeah, it is. I mean, oversold. And as long as you make a higher low above this low and reset on the stochastics, then this thing's ready to go. CELO, I see still going up. Almost 110%. A little less now, right? It's been shaved since then. But yeah, I see CELO continuing to the upside. 74% gains for CELO. CELO ain't done. If CELO can hold this level at 625, it's gone, like, in my opinion. So, thank you. That's bullish. Appreciate you, Nate Dad. That was a bullish idea, man. And think something's been pumping regardless of the market. Remember that. It's been doing its own thing regardless of Bitcoin. So, Okay. And remember, this is a sprint. I mean, this is a marathon, not a sprint when it comes to cryptocurrency. If you were here for 4 or 5 months to make some cash, I get it. Some people might want to jump in and jump out, but the real money is made in the long haul, like the millions, the hundreds of thousands of dollars, like the life-changing wealth where you can like buy a home with this money. That's really comes in the long-term moves, right? We took a look at CELO. Thank you so much for the super chat. Appreciate you, man. Thank you very much. Okay, moving forward. ALGO, please, bro. A tip for you, dude. Keep up the great work. I appreciate how you just keep going day in and day out. Thanks for all you do. Can't wait for that new weekly candle. Tomorrow, man. Tomorrow. I send a thank you super chat every day. Thanks, bro. Produce the Beats. You're the man, dude. Rodney, you're one of the greatest people I've ever met. I can't wait to actually like hang out with you every day. Because I'm going to live in Florida for a little while and we'll kick it. And you're going to teach me the ways of the world. And I think you have so much to teach me. You seem like a very spiritual person. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Nah, it's 40-year double top scares me. And the 80s silver gold manipulation via China bond seems to want to normalize silver. It's possible. I want a super chat, but my local currency is coconuts. Sending the love for now. Thank you. I still see upside. Devil horned Bart till it ain't there on the hourly. Oh, it's already starting, man. If you didn't, you saw the Bart's already going. I got in on the Bluetooth. I'm in the streets. Did we go over Soul yet? No, I didn't go over Soul. Let me check out Soul for you, my buddy. A tip from my dude. Keep up the great work. Appreciate you. Let's take a look at ALGO. ALGO USDT Algorand. Holding bags at ALGO. They're making it hard. They're making it easy and they're making it hard, right? And 4 hour looks beautiful for algorithm. Algorand. I like ALGO right here. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. 1 hour is getting over Soul 2 as well. That's telling me something. So look at this. I see a little something like that. Turn me up a little something. New York bop, I make my city hot. This guy, a lot. Dude, Akbar the rapper, he was like one of the sickest rappers ever. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. You're here with the Crypto Lifer. I'm using binary beats to propel us all to a higher vibration while we sit here together. Yeah, so just so you know, you are getting blessed right now by binary beats. If you would like to listen to what I'm listening to, we're listening to confidence, happiness, and motivation, binaural beats and isochrotic tones, subliminal messages by Minds in Unison. All right. Where's the music? How do you get a measured move that big? Don't worry about it, kiddo. Huh? Don't worry about it. Maybe I'm in my own log? No. Yeah, the measure move is the cup and handle, man. Man, I take that whole length. That's where I'm be goings. That's where I be goings, kids. That's a cup and handle right there. And that, my friend there, Billy Joe Bean. And that there, Billy Joe Jean John, is that there cup and handle there. And I see that going all the way up to the top now there, boy. You tell me, son. Son, I tell you something, son. Son, you get over here, son. I'll show you that cup and handle, boy. That gonna ride all the way to the top, boy. You could hold on just one more time, son. Just one more time. You know those old Gundy movies, they're always like, it's like nitty gritty, it's late night. It's a misty late night. He's like, I told you if you could just hold on one more time, son. You're gonna ride that bull tomorrow, boy. You're gonna make our family proud. You're gonna win that. You're gonna win 100,000 and the bank ain't gonna take our house away, boy. I know what's gonna happen. I know what's gonna happen. Think all the movies you ever seen, right? It's all just about tone and music. They created these auras and moments in time, right? And the actors were all sitting there looking at you like, I know I'm gonna do it, mama. I'm going to do it for the family, Ma. I know you can, baby. I know you can. Oh, man. Check that lemon. Even if I left off the cup, is that low? Keeping it to fam. Hillbilly talk. The dude is tripping. Shout out to Vincent Hurth. I just bought some Phantom dip, LOL. Can you check Luna, please? Gotcha. Luna is the dip buy for me. Go on and get help, Lassie. Go on and get help, Lassie. Go on and get help, Lassie. That's funny, man. You funny, bro. I see you, bro. I see you. I'll say you, bro. I'll say you. Crypto Live, I thought you didn't drink. I usually don't. I did in the past. I'm telling stories about the past. And I don't. I mean, like, I honestly don't. It's been months, and I don't. I broke down like on New Year's Eve. Was it no? Yeah, was it New Year's Eve? Christmas. It was like a Christmas party. It's Christmas, man. Christmas is hard. It's hard for me. But if I probably never will again though. Crypto damage 2. What is the 2 for? Not sure what he means. Algo, please. So Algo looks good to me on the 4-hour. It's got legs for days, you know. Yeah, we've dropped pretty hard today, right? From 2 all the way back to 167. It's a beautiful buzz, like beautiful buzz. Let's take a look at total, the whole market cap of all our cryptocurrency, and let's kind of get our ahead of what's going on here in the market. So I'm still stuck that this could be it could be a double top, for sure. This could be a double top. It's starting to look M-ish. It could dump. Right? If you bailed out of the market now and you just waited for it to pop again, and then like you bailed out of the market right here. So here's an idea. You sell out everything. And some say, oh, you're a panic seller, but I'm going over this idea. You know, Mr. B sells everything today at 1.8. We needed to hold a $2 trillion market cap, and I've been talking about that for a while. And we broke below it. That was pretty bearish to me. And now we're bearishly retesting it right there. We are double bottoming. And it's a slight higher low. But we make a lower low than this. Like you see us down here. If I see us down here, I might start exiting some positions. Because at that point, in my mind, it's like I'd rather wait, watch the market pump back up, maybe miss this section, get some strength, and then enter the market. You know, I'm not saying we're over, but it's just like, you know, I don't like to sit in downtrends for too long. And once I see a more established downtrend, it is what it is. Now, the daily is still oversold and coming to the upside, but it just had a bearish cross right there. You see that? I've seen them loop back up, and all eyes on it for sure. But I mean, right now, it's a bit bearish. Let's see. Right now, it's bearish, for sure. The blue line's below the red line. Bearish, hands down. We're seeing red here, too, right? And we're holding kind of a very strange pattern as well. But we're there. It's a cup and handle nonetheless, and we're oversold on the 4-hour. And the 1 hour is getting oversold. So we could wake up tomorrow in the green. Like, it looks like tomorrow could be a green day based on the idea that the stochastic is going to reset here on the 1 hour, okay? Gives us 8 hours of at least sideways action or pump, hopefully, you know, in probability-wise. If you go over all the probability, that's the probability that's in your favor, okay? Bitcoin, I really wish it would hold 42K, right? Nice dumpage now, 3 red candles in a row. We just bounced off of 41,900. 41,900. And I talked about 41.8 being that like a line for me, because right here, look, bing, 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 bing. I said if we break that, we're getting real bearish and starting to get down to the 40K area. So in my mind, that has to hold that line right there. Like, it's very important. And we got to bounce because, look, the 15-minute was low. And remember when I said I would long here? It was about 10 minutes ago, and we would have long Bitcoin at about 41,900. And you'd be, you know, not saying it's amazing. It's 2,080, but so far so good. You could watch that trajectory. However, I want to see this pennant break to the upside. I want to see this 1 hour reset. There's a lot of uncertainty in the market. Am I trading right now? Personally, no. Am I opening up a trade tonight? Personally, no. There's a lot of times that I want to. I'm honed in on this trade GALA right now. I'm looking at it really closely. Thank you so much, Farmer D. Thank you, Produce the Beats. Thank you, everyone out here. Sam, look what happened to the Icelandic krona when they imprisoned their banksters. It'll happen again with the current poly, man. Then this legal tender will again, boom, take note. Setting myself some low buy limits works for me when they imprison their banksters. It'll happen again with the current poly. Ticks are parasites. Polys are man ticks. Yeah, it's funny. Man ticks. Bro, going to 38K. Hive USDT. It's very possible we go to 38K. Nobody knows for sure, though. So I changed my tune for GALA. Is this what's GALA doing? And can GALA dump all the way back here to a low at 7 cents? And now I'm watching it closely. That's kind of what I'm looking at now for GALA. Okay? So kind of changed my idea for GALA. I had to look at it a little differently. Also saw it in a giant cup and handle, or a V-shape, or, Adam and Eve double bottom as well. Okay, for GALA. Hanging out, kids screaming around, and teenagers fighting. Love the calm vibe with Lifer. There you go. Can't beat the returns in crypto. No reason to dabble anywhere else. Yeah, all in all, you can. You can. Don't spam. I feel like a wick to 39 and a hard bounce back. I don't know what's going to happen, honestly. This could be the beginning of a bear market, a 2-year bear market. Are you guys ready for that? Put a 2 right now if you're ready for a 2-year bear market. Put a 2 in the comment section. I'm not saying it's happening and guaranteed. I'm just saying, are you ready for that? Because if you're not, then you're not ready for, you may not be ready for cryptocurrency. This may not be, you may be in a Put a 2 in the section if you're ready for a bear market. I'm seriously, like, if you can handle it, like, don't write no. If you're writing no right now, you're not ready for this. This could be a serious thing. Like, you might have to watch Bitcoin. This market could tank. The stocks are in shady spots. Like, the world economy is not looking too cool. You're seeing a lot of change going on right here. Stock market could dump and take down this entire everything. Cardano back to 60 cents, 50 cents. I'm telling you guys, don't be like Bitcoin to 10, 12K. I'm telling you. Okay? If you're not ready for that, if you don't have enough on the sidelines to know that you could buy a bunch of Bitcoin, then if you're over leveraged in the market, then you could get really hurt. Always have a bag on the side of something, of some type. Always have a safety bag on the side. Because that's just my opinion. Do whatever you have to do, but that's my opinion. I did go all in at one point, so it's kind of like contradictory. Yesterday, I'm like, I went all in, But once I got myself squared away, I then now have a safety bag. But the idea is, XRP will save us. Yeah, okay. I would be mad. I've got plenty on the sidelines. See, there he is, Mr. Smurfington. See that? See what he said? He'd be all right. I'd be devastated, I'll be honest. My whole life savings would go down by a lot of money. It would devastate me a little bit, for sure. But you know what? I'm okay with it because I'm not married to my money anymore. And I realize that I'm not here for money. I'm here for something far different. And as long as I keep doing what my purpose is, which is connecting to you guys and connecting and teaching and doing what I love, then I have nothing to worry about at all. And I'm going to die in peace. And it's about dying in peace, really. Really, this earth is about leaving this earth in peace, having all your ducks in a row when your spirit finally decides to slide away. Knowing that you'd hurt no one, knowing that you have no malice against you, knowing you have no unclosed doors and what ifs and what haves, and specifically not really about what you could have done with your life, like where you could have seen and all that. I mean, it's possible, yeah, but the idea of it is have you made right with all the human, all the men around you and women? Have you made right? Like, are you spiritually cleansed before you leave this earth? Right? Do you have good karma on you? And that's really all that matters at the end of the day. Money is the easiest thing to obtain because everybody has it. All you have to do is open your hand. My mom. Isn't that funny? No pockets in a shroud. Can't afford to hodl 2 years if I have to, but I won't enjoy it as much. I can afford to hodl. Yeah, I know. Talk about a bear market signal. LOL. Wholesome as F. You're not bullish on XRP, Sam? I'm very bullish. Sam, watch Carts of Darkness. It's a blast of emotion. Shopping cart homeless dudes flying downhill for kicks, for work, recycling anything they can find. Modern day cleaners. Watch the gleaners, too. Modern day gleaners. Okay. I'll stick with you through a bear market. Icy Club. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'll be ready for bear market once this bull market runs over. But really doesn't matter. It's win-win. I'll accumulate and lower my average. Now I'm also ready. All right, now put a 3-3 if you're ready for an amazing bull run in the next 3 months. And we're going to rock it all the way. Bitcoin's going to hit 100K and we're all going to make a killing. You know, put a 3-3-3. I mean, if you're ready for that as well. Are you ready for that? Do you have some DCA bags packed? You know, and that's the sad thing is we don't know what's going to happen. To hit a bull run, we need to be ready packed. To hit a bear one, we need to be protected and defensive. And whatever happens, we need to be ready for either one. And that's just what I want everyone here to know. And I want to make sure that everyone is. And that's important to me. All right. So, all right. I'm here for all of it. That's what I'm saying. Bear market, bull market, bring it on, baby. I'm here for every piece of it. 33, my sideline funds are ready to make it happen. Either way it goes. See? I love you guys. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here on the live. Let's take a look at the dollar index real quick, shall we? The DXY. So the dollar index precariously has a bit of a head and shoulder pattern that wants to drop to the downside. Interesting. Now the 1 hour still pointing to the downside, has room to go. The 4 hour still wants to come up. And remember, we were talking about this yesterday, and I said it would look like Bitcoin's going to struggle. Remember, we saw that the 4 hour was low on the dollar 2 days ago. And I said, I think it was Wednesday I saw this. And I said, it looks like Thursday, Friday, even into Saturday. I said, we're going to have some tough times ahead. I said, because the dollar's going to pump. And I said, but then the dollar's going to get high on the 4 hour. And it's going to be high on the daily, overbought on both time frames. See that? Look at that. One more hill. And it's getting rejected by this top trend line, which it did. And then to me, it's going to dump down to the bottom of this channel. And then it's in a rising wedge that could dump even worse. Like that. Whoop, sorry. So all eyes on the dollar. To me, that's going to be how Bitcoin finds its way out of this whole troublesome scenario. So we're going to watch the dollar in soon. So a couple more hours, maybe a couple more days, one more day of pain. And it looks like it's sad to say, but we might have some volatility tomorrow. 37K maybe touch 38K. Anything is possible. It's going to be a candle close. Weekly candle closes are extremely volatile. Just remember that. Extremely volatile for the weekly candle close. All right. All right. So here's the dollar index. And kind of how I'm looking at it is it's going to pump up, double top up here, make its way back down, and then that's going to be Bitcoin's lovely move, right? And that's a daily chart, so that's going to give us like a week or two of love while Bitcoin kind of reigns back in the zone. So been bull on the DXY since 88 on the Q. Look at what happened to 7071 when we came off the gold standard. Got to DXY monthly and zoom out, lifer. Tell me the trend. Nice little nasty downtrend, baby. Look at that. Just going down, baby. Just going down. It wants to go, and look, it's pattern trading itself like this. Goodbye. There you go, man, to a beautiful low, 59. That's going to spell a lovely Bitcoin pump to the upside. That's another thing people don't realize. Once hyperinflation kicks in, I mean, there is going to be a bit of a Bitcoin move, right? Let's take a look at what's going on here with my alert. So I alerted that the 1 hour when it got low. So the 1 hour got low. That's good for me to know. 15-minute finally starting to get that pump. That's your bottom, all right? Again, not financial advice, but that's your bottom. That's your local bottom. And we long Bitcoin, remember it. Now we're in the money. We long Bitcoin at 41,968, and now we're up about 300 at 41,968. 99. Break 42K, please, and get back above it. There it is. I did it right as I said it. I'm out of my mind. You'll never meet someone like me. I'll take you on a journey of life that you've never even thought is possible. 42,000 holding levels. And I see Bitcoin bumping up to the upside there. Might want to take profit on seller. How long is a bear market? As long as you can handle it. Dang, lifer. What are you on tonight? I'm just high on light. I'm just when it's nighttime on Saturday nights, I like to get fruity. Everyone know, if you watch my channel, Saturday nights, the channel gets a little wacky. Monday through Friday, it's pretty brass tacks. I'm pretty boring. I'm like, not boring, but, I'm not as outskirts. I'm not as one night a week. And then weekly candle close tomorrow night. It's still a nightly stream, so I'm a little, But for the most part, it's not the same. So it's one night a week. I show a different side of myself. Your mic is massive. It's a big mic. It's a big microphone. It's like the size of my head, man. Like, holy goodness. Look at the size of the mic, man. I could just do this, man, and like, keep it away from your face, huh? I always thought about that. People don't want to see your face covered by the microphone, Especially when you have such a good voice. People are like, hey, man, why are you hidden by the mic? Why are you talking in... What do you got, a clown nose? Shout out to everyone here on the live. Then we were doing, like, the whisper thing. It was kind of fun, One day, I was walking through the woods, and I saw this silhouette shaped figure. Hold on one second, hold on. I saw this silhouette shaped figure, and it was moving, but like I couldn't see its legs, and I was wondering, like, what is We have a president that whispers too, so why not? Oh my gosh. You need to lick ears and be in a bra, bro. That's all ASMR is these days. Someone please roll his back into his room. It's Bill's time and Nurse Amy is waiting. COTI going. Well, we thought COTI would go, right? Let's take a look at COTI. And there's the call for COTI off the base there. And I'm one of the few channels where you can see my calls happen live on camera, and that's why a lot of people join the Patreon. That's why the Patreon got as popular as it is. The market's dumping, everyone's freaking out, and I'm sitting there showing you exactly where the bottom of channels are with stochastics and with a deadly accurate system that shows you where to sell the top, how to get back in, and it's a beautiful system, and it works so well. And already we would have got into COTI at 52, and we're up at 53, and almost 10% in like 15 minutes. I mean, it's actually, we're already probably up 7% in 15 minutes. Again, not financial advice, nothing I do here. 5.6% in about 30 minutes. It's not too bad. If I made 5% every half an hour, I'd be a happy man. I'll tell you that right now. So there you go. That's why a lot of people on my channel, they said, no one else does it live on the like, no one puts it out there. Like, no one has the gall. No one really puts like their TA to the line out in front of everybody all the time. And I'm really good at divergences. Look at the 15-minute here. You got to swing down, Let's break it down. You got to swing down, You got to swing up to swing up. That's what's called bullish divergence. Study your divergences. Get to know them really well, and that'll teach you how to find bottoms very easily, and then over time, just keep long on those positions, and then you got a falling wedge here with a 68% chance of a break to the upside. That's confluence. You got the bullish divergence with the falling wedge. You got two kind of scenarios kind of connected there, and there you have it. You know what I'm saying? I was swinging 13K positions doing 400 trades a day. I tried to do it live, but no one showed up. I was swinging 13K positions doing 400 trades a day. Not a view. Bitcoin is beating me up right now. Social Zacking. That's when I like to buy more BTC. Also, let's take a look at that fear and greed index, shall we, today? I want to see where it's at. That's going to give us a good indication of what's happening in the markets. So to speak there. So to speak there, kitty. What the hell happened to me? Adam Sandler. All right, moving forward. Crypto greed index at 27. Getting into the shady region. Whenever it's from between 8, 9, 10, and 27, I'm buying Bitcoin. I'm telling you right now. So super happy about the prices now. All good. Scooping up more BTC as I can. And everything is well in the day. So I watch this religiously. This is how I was able to accumulate more BTC in the bear markets using this one indicator. Whenever it was super low, I would buy BTC. You know, just what I had to do, right? What I had to do. COTI has made me some good gains today. Shout out to Chelsea A. Appreciate you. When you make good gains and the market is going sideways for a while with no momentum, put stop losses. It worries about to dumb. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Again, not financial advice, but whatever that dude says. And look at COTI bouncing back up again. And we caught it. We caught it at the perfect time. Right there, live on camera. And COTI starts to bounce yet again. Was I able to swing that to the patrons? I was, man. I was. Wait. Yes, I was. Hold on 1 second, though. I just realized I made a no-no. Let's duplicate COTI here so we can keep it on the back burner. And we got to look at CELO. There's my alert on Bitcoin. We'll take a look at what my alert does and why I have an alert there. And I give my whole system away because I believe I could die tomorrow. And I know you get more out of being there with me every week on the Patreon. And it's about falling in love with the system, falling in love with the group, falling in love with being a lifer. And next thing you know, the $99 is just like an entry to a world where it changes your whole life. And that's what I want you to be. I want you to invest in yourself. If I made it less than $99, then people of a lesser that you know, it's like, oh, then $50 a month, like more people could afford that. It raises the bar. It puts a higher standard of people in the group when you raise the price of the group. I know for sure I give more than $99 a month value. I know that, and I work so hard to keep it that way. If you're new and you don't know what you get for $99, and you're watching me right now, and you're like, who is this guy? He's so full of crap. He's got the radio voice. He thinks he's somebody. You know, he's old, he's young. I can't really figure out what he's doing. He seems to know what he's doing, though. Like, the trade's breaking out as he's talking about it. He's kind of an interesting dude. What's up with this guy, right? That's what I would be thinking anyway. I'd be like, this guy, is he full of old shoes? Like, what is his deal, you know? But then again, then you don't even care because you're like, you know what? The trade's playing out. So, like, the guy seems to know what he's saying. And that's why you're here watching this green breadstick pop in front of you and say, how does he know that breadstick was going to pop? And it's just like, on the worst day of trading, how did he know? What was his thought, you know? How did he long two things? He longed COTI and Bitcoin live on the channel when the whole market was sketchy as all heck. And most people didn't know what to do at all. And most emotions were running thick and thin and didn't really know what to do at all. This man slapped on some weird-ass binaural beats, came out of nowhere, talked in the calmest voice ever, and just started nailing trades. Like, who is this dude? Come on in, man. If you're new to the channel, I'm the Crypto Lifer. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my life. I go live every single day, and I share my life with each and every one of you. What do you get if you join the 99 and you become part of the Crypto Lifer 99 group? Number one, you join the Crypto Lifer Ultimate Lifers 99, and you get access to just 282 people that'll blow your mind and change the way you look at life. People posting charts, talking about awesome ideas, and just getting into brass tacks and having a blast. On top of that, you get the Crypto Lifer exclusive charts, my charts and my admins, and everyone kind of just getting together and showing you what's happening. For instance, the COTI chart yesterday, we talked about Beam breaking up to the upside. We gave this cost at Beam's double bottom, huge boom up to the upside. Yeah, that was a 14% gain like overnight, you know. and bunch of different ideas too for Bitcoin. Dominance ideas throughout the day. I do Bitcoin updates throughout the day. In the morning, you get a Bitcoin update. In the middle of the day, you get a Bitcoin update. And then the live stream gives you the Bitcoin updates. You get constant Bitcoin updates throughout the day. Really help you, okay? On top of that, you also get access to the Crypto Lifer TA Learning Library. This is where experts and beginners merge and help each other really fine-tune their technical analysis skills. This is where some people draw some of their first charts ever. Is this a cup and handle? Is this right? Does that look cool? And everyone gives them confidence and adds on until they get better and better. And I really love this place for that. It's an amazing, amazing journey. Then on top of that, you get the Crypto Lifer VIP charts and ideas where other Crypto Lifers post their charts and ideas and things that they're looking at. Everyone kind of jumps on in together and shows you what they think is going on in the market. Only the more experienced traders do this. We don't let the beginners jump in here at all. It's people who've been tutored, people who have mastered, people who have more experience trading. So the chart's in here, and I ask for no comments at all, just your chart and something at the bottom. If someone wants to comment something on these, they could forward it to the 99 group and join in. So you don't have to waste your time. And really, at the end of the day, some people say, oh, I don't have time to chat and all that. The 99 group is cool, but all you really want to do is watch the exclusive charts that I'm posting and the ideas. And if you're busy on a day, that's all you need. So for $99, on top of that, once a week, I do a weekly screen share, a private weekly screen share. And I also pay $79.99 a month for Token Metrics. And I share my Token Metrics account. We go over a bunch of coins, and I go over all my deep dives with you. On top of that, I go over my own thoughts and process and my ideas, tips and tricks. We do a bit of tutoring, and then I also do a Q&A at the end, or ask any questions and answers, and you can jump on in and be a part of the group. So that's once a week, and then I even posted a link to the to my YouTube channel, and then record it so anyone that misses it can watch it yet again. So for the $99 a month, I think you'll be absolutely blown away. Jump on in. Jump on in. We'd love to have you. And no matter what the market's doing, we keep a sound mind, and we're pretty spot on. We're pretty spot on, pretty sound, pretty good. So we can figure out where the money's going to flow on any given night and usually pinpoint a trade, whether it's one or two trades. Even this COTI trade on a night like tonight, I'd take profits right there and call it a day. Or I just wait for the, I'd be a little more stingy on a night like tonight. That's all I want to say. Wait for that 1 hour to get high. It's already kind of getting there, a little more room, and I'd call it a day. I wouldn't push it on a night like tonight. That's all I'm saying. All right, everyone, I'm out of here for the night. It's 11:13. We jumped in at about 8:30, 8:40. Can't believe I went over my time, usually 2 hours. Thank you for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Overall, Bitcoin's struggling. It's got to get above 43,000 for me to take it seriously at all. And then it's got to get above 45,000 for us to take it even secondarily seriously. Until those points are made, I'm not even talking about 48 and 50K, all that other stuff, because it's just not even worth discussing. Bitcoin's in a range. It needs to get out of it. It needs to show me something different. Until then, it's bearish. And it's that simple. And if you keep things simple, it's going to be a lot easier on your mind. Bitcoin below 45K, bearish. Bitcoin below 43K, bearish. Right? Until Bitcoin can break these two levels, it is what it is, right? Suggested it may tonight. 1 hour is getting oversold, and we could get a pump. Let's see what it can do. Let's see what it can do. All eyes on BTC. I'll keep you guys updated until I fall asleep in the Patreon. So thank you guys so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications so you can find out when I post my next video. If you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Thank you so much for the super chats. Thank you so much for the likes. Thank you so much for the views. Thank you so much for all the awesome, beautiful participation and all the awesome comments here that you guys gave me. I appreciate each and every one of you. Shout out to Don Suave. Shout out to Spinny. Shout out to Crypto Legacy. Shout out to Gina Bobina. Shout out to Island Boy 242. Shout out to Max Jenkins, James Theater. Shout out to Dan Absent. Shout out to Island Boy, Julian Winfield, Crypto Kevin, my dude, man. Trent Osborne, my guy. I love you, brother. Shout out to Julian Winfield. Shout out to Alif Daniel. Shout out to Social Zakin, Alexander Gustav, Crypto Legacy, Love Learning, Phoenix Soul, Chelsea A, Vincent Hunt, Lando, all my awesome peoples, Johnny Freedom up in the spot. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. The Future Capitalist, every one of y'all, you're awesome. 25 Sud, Cody, you nailed it. You were spot on. Sultan, everybody up in here. Alif, Daniel, Vincent, Fohi, Stack Machange, Smurfington, Crypto Kelto, Helium Down Under, Nat Dad for the super chat. Thank you. I got you. A Dingo 8 Masatoshis, my buddy, man. Each and every one of you. K2M Cobra, Jerry Lambau. The list goes on and 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 on. Thank you guys so much for being here. I love you all. I'll see you on the next live stream tomorrow at 8 p.m. for the weekly candle close for Bitcoin. Crypto is life. I love you. I'll see you guys later, okay? Make sure you're tucked in nice and tight tonight, okay? Make sure you're nice and tucked in, okay? And everything's nice and neat, okay? Make sure the sheets are just nice and tight, and everything's nice, okay? Have a really good night. Take a deep breath, drink some water before you go to bed, okay? Brush your teeth. Make sure you floss, okay?